Hello, 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 everybody! Welcome back, one and all, to some more Pokemon X Randomized Nuzlocke. My name is Akiara, and when we last left off, we came from very, very far away, and we came here, and then we beat the gym, and then we beat a gym, and then we came here. Yeah, so last time we beat a gym, that went surprisingly well, I believe. We did have that one trainer with 2 legendary Pokemon. That was a bit annoying. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of been all quiet on the Western Front, more or less. We haven't gotten any huge increases to our power level in terms of Pokemon caught, and we haven't lost any Pokemon. We're still at 2 deaths, but we have been fighting a lot of legends and a lot of myths. So, let me see here for a second. So what we got, Poison Ivy the Blossom last time. We got Jetstream Sam. We got Sky Ranger and Haruka, the Alamomola and Tranquil. So yeah, hydration, interesting. So yeah, we're kind of just trucking along. Oh right, we got an extra Mawile. We were given an extra Mawile for instead of a Lucario, but we'd already caught our own Mawile, so this is just kind of awkwardly hanging out in the graveyard. I'm just gonna put it down here in the corner of shame. But yeah. Nope, I did not mean to. But yeah, we're kind of just doing our thing. We're trucking along. We are about to go into the 4th gym now. That's pissing. Oh, I was right. You are streaming today. I thought you canceled on me. I have my whole fanfic to read out to you. Oh dear lord. Hello, Streamman. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome. How you been? How you doing? Why are they level 32, level 34? Oh, well, Basculin isn't in the team because Cloyster, yes. Galvantula is level 34. Okay, that makes sense. I'll just put Basculin up here. And I'll put you in the corner. So, yes, we still have to do all of the gym trainers. I don't know how many gym trainers there are, but we do have to do them. And Muck the level cap is right now 34. It all starts with my 10th birthday when I received an egg. Okay. Great. Oh dear lord. So She-Man is already level 34. Hydreigon and Pupitar are level 33, but everybody else is okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll trade She-Man for Nidorina. And then once I actually want to go into the gym, special attack 65. What's this? 56. Oh, that actually they both work on attack actually. So that's 64 and this is 62. Okay. Speed 91 versus 86. So they're both super fast. But I just really like the bug electric. I like having a bug type on the team to deal with any well, psychics, obviously. There's grass as well, which is helpful. I think there's also something like ghost or dark or something like that is weak to bug, but I can't remember. So yeah, I'll probably once we actually go to fight the leader himself, I'll probably put both of them back in the team. But for now, we'll leave them both out. Technically, it's more of a roleplay that I actually did because I was bored. The catches into my starter score money. Yay. We do also have Tirtuga. Tirtuga I think I want to put on the team when he is level 37. When I can get to level 37. But saying that, I'm not sure now because Cloyster has ice, which Tirtuga doesn't have. Tirtuga does have rock though, which does many of the same things as ice, but ice can beat dragon, and we kind of need somebody who can fight off dragons. So maybe I'll stick with Cloyster. Although saying that, Cloyster's special defense is horrific. What is your deal? No, you have lower defense. So your special defense is just always that shit. Okay. Good to know. So I need to defeat trainers around the region, says the letter that came with the egg, and my journey begins. Yay! I was doing this in the post-game Pokemon Scarlet, by the way. Ooh, okay, cool. The post-game Pokemon Scarlet is basically going to the other two places, isn't it? There's the Dome place with the 4 quadrants, and the other place with the brother-sister duo. That's basically the post-game, isn't it? So, from what we have in the box, I'm waiting on Ifrit, the Larvesta. I want to use him, but he is a baby, so he sucks. Tranquil, does that evolve into Unpheasant? Is that what happens there? I don't remember. Tranquil. I don't... Come thinking about it, I don't think that it is a 2... It's a 3-stage Pokemon. I think it's only 2, isn't it? It evolves from Pidove and evolves into Unpheasant. Okay, so this is actually the second phase, and it will evolve into an Unpheasant. The male version, which is definitely cooler looking, I have to say. I believe that's the male, isn't it? Is that the male? I don't know. One of those. One of these is the male. I'm pretty sure it's this one. The male is usually the one with the bright feathers, just in nature, and this one is kind of giving the sultry eye. So I assume that this is the male, and it just looks cooler. So yay. What else? Yes. So I want Larvesta to evolve, and then I'll use that. Sky Ranger is a possibility. Something I could put in. I'll think about it. Maybe I could get rid of, like, Akito, since I already have Firewall. And I could get Nidoqueen. Maybe I'll get rid of Akito for Tranquil. Mareep is good. I really do like Ampharos, but I actually have 2 really good electric types in Zebstrika and Galvantula, so yeah. Tirtuga and Cloyster, I'm not sure which I'll put in. I know that whatever Tirtuga evolves into is actually really good. It's a really strong Pokemon. I know that. So, I know that now, since I watched somebody's Nuzlocke run and a heavily featured Tirtuga's evolved form. Basculin is out since Tirtuga and Cloyster. Mawile, I do have the Mawile Light, or whatever it's called, so it can Mega Evolve. I don't really want to Mega Evolve, but honestly, if I'm forced to use Nagito, then I might. Blossom... If I can... See, Blossom is a stone Pokemon, so it's not really going to learn any new moves. So I'm genuinely not sure what to do with that. It is a strong Pokemon, but I'd have to give it moves. I can't just put it in there and just wait for it to learn them. So I'd need to find some good TMs for that. Exegor... I mean, I have Galvantula. Since I want the electric type anyway, I may as well just use that. But this does seem pretty decent. It's super fast. I'm not sure. What's its nature? It's brave. Less speed, more attack. It seems to be a special attacker, so no. Heal stats conditions if it's raining. That's really interesting for a bug to have. So yeah, really, I want Larvesta in. I could maybe put in Blossom. I could maybe put in Tirtuga. Mareep is just kind of there, just hanging out with Galvantula and Torrent. What's it called? My Zebstrika. I really do have to think about Tranquil, though. I really have to think about Tranquil. 31 attack versus 77. Wait. 15 versus 31. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Since Tranquil can evolve into another Pokemon, I'm going to assume that at the end of the day, Tranquil's stats are just going to be better than Firo's. Okay, hang on a second. So, She-Man's kind of going crazy here. No, I didn't buy the DLC. I was just wandering around fighting trainers. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm basically just restarting my journey without restarting it, and then making a season out of it. By the way, Season 2 has already started, but no spoilers to tell you everything now. I better a trainer where I learned my Scorbunny has high jump kick. I win the battle against the wild Pokemon, and then fall off a cliff. Nothing really happens, so I just escape to the cave and go closer with my Pokemon. Yay! Yeah, falling off a cliff is usually the best way to bring two people closer together. Unless one of you dies, and then, I mean, you can still grow closer together, but it would involve quite a bit more cannibalism. So, there is that. Oh, there is also the fact that Ryuji has Levitate. So I do also have somebody to put in on ground-type moves. I found a beehive smashed up by hooligans. Damn hooligans. Well, at least the hooligans probably got stung, so there's that. Will I... I'll tell you what I'll do. I will move out Tranquil for now. And I'll put you down there, and then we'll level up Tranquil, and we see where we get to. I think I said level 32 it evolves into Unpheasant. Yeah, level 32. Okay, so we'll get it to evolve, and then we'll just see what it's like at that point. We'll just see what it's like. Stats wise, as well as like move wise. Okay, and I also need to level up my Nidorina. Nidorina, I'm keeping a Nidorina until level like 43. Once I learn Roost, okay. I could see me doing Roost. Roost is pretty damn good. Let's get rid of Growl. That ain't bad. That ain't a bad pickup. Learn Roost. Hooray! So yeah, Nidorina, I'm keeping until like level 43 or something, when it'll learn Crunch. And then it'll have... Eventually it'll have Earthquake, Crunch, Poison Jab, and Toxic Spikes, is I think the plan. Ooh, Detect! Oh wow, okay, this thing has pretty cool moves. Yeah, Roost and Detect. That's really interesting, actually. I've never done strats like detect strats. I've never really done it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should give it a try. Taunt. Well, that's kind of troll, to be honest. I could taunt and then detect. Oh wait, taunt forces you to use a fighting type move, doesn't it? Yeah, I was thinking of double battles there, where it would taunt the enemy Pokemon to focus Sky Ranger. But no, that's not how it works in this game. No, I was thinking of like World of Warcraft taunt. So no. Okay, we'll get to 32. The level cap is 34, so... Once learned Air Slash. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I think it has Air Cutter, 60 versus 75. Critical hits land more easily, may also make the opponent flinch. I think I'd prefer flinch rather than that. Also, quick attack can be useful, so yeah. Okay. Ta-da! Forgot Air Cutter, learned Air Slash. Nice. Oh, what's this? It is evolving. The Pokemon is evolving. Who would have thunk? I'm not actually going to change, I'm not actually going to put Unpheasant in quite yet, but we will change to Nidorina at the very least. since that is kind of the plan. And we'll bring Nidorino up to par as well, since we're in the menu anyway. We may as well. Let's learn Bite. Okay, that's not the move that I wanted to have. I wanted to have Crunch, but it'll do for now. Fury Swipes and Double Kick. Huh. Weird. We'll get rid of Table. I do have the TM for Poison Jab, so I will teach it once it has learned all of its best moves. That it'll learn from this anyway. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. The Hive Leader is dead, and the only surviving Combi is as well as pissed you would be if your home was destroyed, and now your family died horribly. Helping Hand, probably not, right? That's the one that's only good for double battles. The user assists an ally by boosting the power of that ally's attack. Nah, only good for double battles. So now, right, what was it? It's gonna have Crunch. I could teach a Strength or something like that, actually. It doesn't necessarily need to have Crunch. Huh. I mean, Poison Jab is probably the best poison type move it can get. And then it'll learn Earthquake eventually. I think it actually learns Earthquake at the same level as Nidoqueen. Let me look at that. Let me re-look at that, because so Nidorina, Nidoqueen, by leveling up Gen 6, and then Gen 6. Okay, so Earth Power. Wait, does Nidoqueen? Okay. Why does it learn Earth Power and not Earthquake? What the hell is that nonsense? That's really very strange. Okay. I'm sorry, is Nidoqueen a special attacker? No, it's a physical. Weird. Okay, whatever. So Earth Power / Earthquake. Probably Superpower as well, actually. Hang on a second. Is this... Which one is this? Inflicts damage, then lowers the user's attack and defense. Can be used as a second... Yeah, it doesn't matter. By one stage each. Yeah. And it's like 120... 100 accurate. Yeah, no, we want that. We want that. Nidorina does not learn it. So, Crunch. Yeah, that was what I was waiting for. 80 base. Strength is also 80 base, though. Crunch. That's good against, Psychics. And Ghosts. How does Ghost do against Fairy? Or, not Fairy, Poison. Resist. So, giving it Crunch would be very good against Ghost types. But I wouldn't want to put in a Nidoqueen against a Psychic type anyway. So, Earth Power / Earthquake. Superpower. I mean, TMs I can use as many times as I want in this game. So yeah, it's always going to be Earthquake. Once I find it. Earthquake, Superpower. Nidorina can get Poison Fang, which is 50. But Poison Jab is 80. Sludge Bomb is special, so it wouldn't do as much, I don't think. Venom Shock is 65. So yeah, I already have its best poison move. Toxic Spikes. Can you learn Toxic Spikes? You can't. Okay, there you go. I do want to get Toxic Spikes. That's pretty awesome. Does Toxic Spikes actually give Toxic, or is it just normal poison? One layer Toxic Spikes to acquire the poison. 2 or more cause to become badly poisoned. Okay, and badly poisoned is basically toxic. A badly poisoned Pokemon takes damage equal to 1/16. On the first turn, after which it increases by 160 each time it takes poison damage. Yeah. It stops... Oh! When it switches out, it stops being badly poisoned but remains poisoned. Interesting. Oh, a poison Pokemon will take damage equal to 1/8 instead. Okay. I'm curious if they change that. Will remain badly poisoned if switched out, or the battle ends, although the counter is reset. Or the battle ends. I wonder if that includes, like, overworld stuff. Takes double damage from Hex and Venoshock. I never knew that one. At the end of the battle, a badly poisoned Pokemon now stops being badly poisoned but remains poisoned. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Okay. That's cool. Okay, where are you? I track down the hooligans and defeat them in combat. Combi wishes to join me, and I make my first capture. A female Combi. Your first capture is a female Combi? What the hell is this look, my dude? What the hell? With my new Pokemon that in gameplay didn't really do jack shit except die constantly, I defeat all the trainers, getting my first reward. I'm moving on to the next location. Remember to always check a little up to make sure I didn't post any other part of the story so I didn't miss anything. Yes, fine, She-Man, it's fine. Okay, so Nidorina needs to get to level 35 then, for Toxic Spikes. After that, I don't need Poison Fang, Captivate, or Flatter. And I don't need Crunch. I'll just give it Strength. So it'll have... So, Nidoqueen... So it'll have Strength... It'll have Earth Power, Super Power, Toxic Spikes, and Strength. I could do Body Slam, though. But hang on. Nidorina, you can't... Oh, I have to make a choice. Oh, that's brutal. I have to make a choice between Toxic Spikes at level 35 or Body Slam at level 35. Okay. Well, I'll just choose Strength. That's fine. It's only 5 less damage. Okay, so I need to get to level 35 now. I do already have the Moonstone, so that is not an issue. But, yeah. Right. So we're basically good there. Let's... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Boop. So we want Strength, 80 damage, yes, on Seta, who was actually a chatter, now that I think about it. One sort of Strength, yes. Which move? Let's get rid of Fury Swipes, why not? Sounds like fun. Entering the canyon for... Brimming with energy from my first victory, I easily sweep the first few trainers before coming across an office worker competing in the tournament for some reason. And his Jigglypuff claps my ass. Fair enough. I mean, you have a Score Bunny, don't you? Surely a Score Bunny beats a Jigglypuff, doesn't it? How does fighting do against Fairy, actually? Yeah, because Jigglypuff isn't... normal type anymore. It's Fairy now, isn't it? I don't remember. I began training depressed that I got my ass kicked by a fucking Jigglypuff, especially with a high power fighting move at my disposal. Okay, yeah, that's entirely your fault then. Okay, so there's that. There's also... I could give Aerial Ace, but I'm pretty sure whatever the wait, why the hell can Nidorina learn Aerial Ace? Okay. I could give Aerial Ace to Unpheasant. But I think that the move that it just learned is 75 base power rather than 60, so no, it's fine. Power Punch. Low Sweep, X-Scissor, Acrobatics. Fly! Fly! Oh, I actually have Fly. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize I had Fly. Huh. Interesting. Okay, Poison Jab. Use with Seta. Yes, please. Yes. Which move should be forgotten? That would be Poison Sting. 15 versus 80. Yeah, quite the quite the buff. The big buff power. Nice. Cool. Alright, what else? Will I teach Unpheasant Fly? That's a very good question. I could teach Unpheasant Return, couldn't I? Yeah, but am I going to be able to... I could teach it Strength. That's funny. Right now, it has Detect, Roost. So I like that little combo, so I'm going to keep that. But it also has Quick Attack and the Flying type move. Will I teach it Fly? Oh, that's funny, actually. So I could Detect on one turn, then Fly, then on landing, Detect again. Well, I suppose that's the same with everything, realistically. But just the amount of fuck you moves is just kind of funny to me. I do kind of like it having a... I do kind of like it having a priority move in Quick Attack. How fast is Unpheasant? Hold on a moment. Let me just let's just do a bit of a look. Boop. And just so I don't have to go out through the menus, we'll look at it here. Okay, yeah, it's pretty fast. 93 is nothing to scoff at. Oh, Gen 6 onward. Oh, it's actually stronger in Gen 6 than it is in Gen... What? What got the buff? Oh, it's attack. Its attack got a slight buff. That's kind of funny. Okay, yeah, 93 is nothing to sniff at, so I should be okay on that front, realistically. Well, actually, what moves does it learn, then? Let me see here. So, Gen 6, Sky Attack is kind of interesting. Oh, I could teach Tailwind. Razor Wind is better than Air Slash. Yeah. Get that 38. They are both special, though, which Unpheasant definitely isn't. Which one is Feather Dance? Lowers the target's attack stat by 2 stages. Oh, got it. I mean, there is just Sky Attack as well. I'm not sure. I don't remember what ability it has. Big pecs or super look. Okay, if it had guts, then I'd say doing. Wait, it can learn facade though, can't it? Hang on, sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, it can learn facade. Ah. Wait, why is Razor Wind normal? Normal type move. Introduced in Gen 1. Seriously? Pokemon made a Whirlwind. On the following turn, Razor Wind inflicts damage. Huh. Interesting. I have no knowledge of this move. I have no memory of this move. Oh, I do like that though. Hang on a second. Hang on. So, normal. It doesn't have increased critical hit. Gen 2, it has increased critical hit. Gen 3, wait, Gen 3, wait. No. Wait. It has an increased critical hit. Gen 3, it has no increased critical hit. Gen 4, it has increased critical hit. Man, make up your mind. Oh, and it was just removed in Gen 8. Huh. Rip and Pip. I do remember that move, but I don't think I ever used it. Was flying a type? There's something... Were there no flying type moves in Gen 1? Is that what it was? And everything was just normal. Uh, huh. I don't remember. Oh! Pure flying type Pokemon. Tornadus, Rookidee, and Corvisquire. Interesting. I didn't realize Rookidee and Corvisquire were. But I suppose last time we actually faced off against Tornadus, and I said that it was the only pure flying type Pokemon in the game. But maybe that's just pure, like, it's the only pure flying type fully evolved Pokemon in the game, I suppose is the way to say it now. Since they have a final flying steel type, which I can't remember the name of, but I love that Pokemon. Huh, interesting. So yeah, probably Facade and something. Maybe I could teach a Fly, I suppose. Sky Attack would also be good. I kind of like the idea of giving a Fly. Since it has Detect, and it has Roost, giving a Fly seems kind of silly to me. It just kind of seems on brand. Let's give it Fly, fuck it, why not? Sky Ranger, you can have Fly. And hey, it's just good for traversal as well. So, that's not a bad thing. Quick Attack. It's fast enough. Although saying that, when would I use Air Slash rather than Fly? I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't use Air Slash instead of Fly. I'll just keep Quick Attack just for the one possibility. Oh, in game on, I was doing this. His thing was level 16 and my Pokemon's level 9. I decided I would catch a more supported Pokemon so I can do buffing and stuff. Finding a Lord of Skiddo, battling one with Combi and successfully catching it. Second time around, I'm still basically nearly dead, but we win barely, with Scorbunny learning Flame Charge. Defeating the trainers was not as difficult as it once was, before with my free Pokemon winning separate battles. That means the other two won separate battles, and my B just got his ass kicked for 7 minutes straight, at least in game. Fair enough. Yeah, your B probably will get its ass kicked until it can evolve into the Queen, Vespiquen. Right. So let's now look at Fearo's level 31. That's fine. We can do a direct comparison. So Fearo versus Unfezant. How are we doing? So 77 versus 86 Unfezant attack. Defense 45 versus 58. Special attack is the same, but it doesn't matter. Special defense 45 versus 49. Speed 73 versus 66. Summary, just out of curiosity. So defense down, special defense up. That is basically fine. That's not a thing. Super Look boosts the critical hit ratio of moves. Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually. That is pretty awesome. I quite like that. And I know what Fearo's thing is. Keen Eye, it can't have status drops. It can't lose accuracy. But it gains attack and lowers special defense. It gains attack, and yet Unfezant actually has more attack than it, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, of the two, I'll be going with Unfezant then. Heading into the grassy lands of the next area, I found a child wanting to have a certain Pokemon. I'm not even going to bother trying to say its name. It's the thing holding the flower. Oh, Flabebe? I think it's Flabebe. While hunting for this Pokemon, I captured a Starly to help me find it. Use some real shit wow training score. Bunny evolves into Rabbit. Nice. Rabbit. Oh, and HP. Fearo doesn't have any... Fearo has like 20 less HP than Unfezant, which is also pretty awesome. Okay, so cool. We're going to stick with Unfezant. So now the question is, do we go with Unfezant or Marowak? Sky Ranger versus Akito. And I think for this one, I think we'll go with Sky Ranger. Yeah, I think that is not too bad of an idea. I mean, we already have Firewall. Seta will learn a ground type move eventually. So yeah, we're doing okay. And Sky Ranger could do... Having a normal type could be actually very useful if we end up running against a ghost. That would be pretty cool. Okay, sweet. So I'm happy enough with this team. Once we actually get to the gym leader, then I will put back in Galvantula and She-Man. Seta and Torrent are just kind of holding the line until we get there. Hang on a second. Let me just for my own sake, let me just move some of this stuff around. Boop. And you can go there. Cool. Then that's basically fine. We'll do poison jab up here. Strength over here. Double kick over here. Okay. Surf over here with Aurora Beam. Poifection. Then Rock Slide. Dig, chip away. Yeah, cool. And finally Fly and Quick Attack. Cool. Alright. That just tickles my brain hole. Finding the flower baby, I gave it to the child Snom. His current Pokemon is given to me in the trade. Fun facts, that's an actual in-game trade I didn't do. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair and reasonable. Yeah, and yeah. Actually, since I'm doing it, I may as well. Boop, and boop, and boop. Alright, sweet. Let's go to the gym. We are basically right outside it. Or at least we're just down the road, if I remember rightly. So that's... So we're not very far away from it at all. In fact, I think that when I was... yeah, it's right here. I fought the very last thing I did was fight the... It's been 40 minutes! Holy crap. I did not realize it was that long. I'm very, very sorry. Filler episodes, training, fighting style, the evolves. I finished the area. Fair. Okay, let's do this. I'm really sorry. I spent way too long on that. And it was kind of a pointless section. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Oh, this is a huge pain in the ass to get down. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, it's actually a real... Yeah, that's a problem. I think what I will do is I will split the difference, though, between... So, it's such a pain in the ass to get to the gym leader and then get back down again. So let's move you and we'll bring you in for Seta. But I'll leave Galvantula behind. And we'll stick with these guys. That makes more sense to me. And just so I can have him right down the bottom. Yeah. Okay. And we'll bring in Zebstrika. By the way, I never actually changed you. Okay. And you. So 5, 2, 1. Okay. Oh shit, and you. Wait, you should have been gone a long time, I think. 91. Okay. So we have we don't have Nidorina anymore. I need to change you as well. I did have Nidorina, but the one thing that I did change, I have to change back now. Okay. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright. So we have Muck. We have She-Man the Muck, Firewall the Pupitar, Poseidon the Cloister, Ryuji the Hydreigon, Sky Ranger the Unpheasant, and Torrent the Zebstrika. Not a bad team whatsoever. That is a solid ass team. So, let's go do it. Let's go. Everybody charge! Charge! I mean, it's not like I can really spend too much time planning for the this gym, because I have no idea what the hell's going to happen. So I don't know what trainers I'm going to be fighting, or what Pokemon I'm going to be fighting. How's about, little sprout? You got it figured out yet, champ? Yup, old man Ramos's gym is all about grass, and yet it's in a cave. Don't ask me why. It's simple, right? You see a vine hanging in front of you, and you just grab right on. And hang on for dear life. That's maybe the most important part of all. Right, pal? Alright, whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. Nothing really hasn't happened in the desert area either. I think, let me check quick. Okay, trainer over there. But I don't think that that's actually a way forwards. So, trainer time. Whee! Alright. What have you got? So we need to get through this without She-Man getting to level 35. And if we can keep the others low as well, that would be nice. Behold, the power of green, the power of nature. This guy went to the World of Warcraft school. Alright. Sent out Bisharp. Interesting. Okay. While moving through a cave to get to the next location after the last two were pretty pointless, I captured Natalie, who, while trying to capture, evolves into Knuckles. Oh, that thing, right, the rock type. What's your opinion on the team I have currently, my first team of 6? What do you have? You have Scorbunny, Combi, the weird rock salt thing. What else was it? Starly, I think? And Snom? Something like that? I mean, they are just basically all first form Pokemon, so... Except you did evolve them, so I'm not really certain what your team looks like, but... Snom! Actually, now that I think about it, when does Snom evolve? Because if I remember rightly, Snom is a pain to evolve. I spent ages trying to get it to evolve. And it just didn't do it. It evolves into Frostmoth when leveled up with High Friendship at night. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do that. It just didn't work. Maybe I didn't do it at night. It was just High Friendship or something. Yeah, I remember that being a pain. Actually, just out of curiosity, how good is this thing? 475. It isn't even all that great. But I suppose if you can basically get it the moment you get a Snom. You just have to run back and forth until the Snom is friendly with you. That's a high special attack stat, but everything else is kind of mediocre. Anyway, two of them have evolved. My Starly evolved, not to mention the one I just caught was the second stage. Looked up later. Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Your team isn't doing too bad. You have a decent, what's it called? You have a decent mix. You have a decent mix of Pokemon at this point. But you don't really have anything that really stands out. Except maybe Scorbunny. Right, Bisharp. This should be fairly straightforward. Thankfully, my only fire type, quote-unquote, is on the field. So, I actually have an answer. That is not an answer. That's... Right. Okay. First of all, your attack is 62. Boost the speed stat when it's hit by an electric type move. Okay, interesting. Flame charge is 50. Okay, that's fairly not great. Just saying the stats are still on the screen. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Fire charge is 50. And probably the real problem is Bisharp's defense. It is a steel-type Pokemon, after all. So, it probably has pretty high defense. Yeah, defense 100. Bisharp, actually, funnily enough, actually has an evolved form. King Gambit, in the newest gen. Upon leveling up after defeating 3 Bisharp. Also, interestingly, Bisharp, I actually caught a shiny Bisharp in Pokemon Violet, and I evolved it into King Gambit, and it basically carried me through the end game after the main story. So yeah. Whilst I complete the battles in the 5th gym town, I don't know. I can't really describe every fucking field. Professor sends me a curler. The ghost thing was Orsan's. Oh. Okay. He says it was abused in more than one way. And thanks, I can hopefully nurture it back to health, and it joins my team temporarily. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. That little side quest. Right. So, wait. Okay, hang on. Now, since I can't really do very much damage to this thing, now we actually need to worry about what it can do to me. So let's take a quick look at that before I start making any serious mistakes. So it's level 32, so it knows Slash, Metal Claw, Scary Face, and Faint Attack. Okay, so nothing too scary. Nothing too scary. But Slash can crit. I think Metal Claw can as well. Alright. It's one of the evolutions of Charcadet? What? Ghost Fire type Gen 9? Oh, that thing. Charcadet. Right, yeah. Right. I didn't actually use that. I didn't use that because for Violet, the one in Violet is Ghost Fire, which is the exact same as my starter. So I was like, yeah, I don't really need that. But okay, cool. Okay, so Torrent and Bisharp, I would put on basically the same tier list, you know? They're both decent Pokemon, so I think that Torrent can fight this, but we're going to have to be a little bit more tactical. What? What am I doing? Oh. I was looking at the thing. Okay. We're going to need to be a little bit more tactical, sadly. So, we'll Thunder Wave. And I wonder how much damage a Stab Electric type would do. Faint Attack. Oh, no. That did a lot of damage. That did quite a bit of damage. Oh, no. Hang on a second. So, Faint Attack is 60 base. Metal Claw is 50. Slash... Okay, so Faint Attack and Metal Claw would both be Stab. Slash has better, but it's not Stab. Okay. We're going to need to do something else. We're going to need to do not this. There is Ryuji, who we can fall back on to deal with the, to deal with that. I wonder, how does Cloyster do against Steel and Dark? I think against, Dark it's nothing, but it's, normal, but, Steel I think does bonus to Ice, doesn't it? No. Okay, apparently there's nothing. Okay, maybe I'll go to Cloyster. Because Cloyster has such ridiculously high defense. He might be able to manage this. Summary. Protects the Pokemon from critical hits is also really helpful. Yeah, okay, we'll switch in switch in Cloyster and see what happens. Using the power of having seen Pokemon NR rematch, I use a Pokemon being Slime that catches him off guard, allowing me to defeat him. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention this can be evolved in the desert. Nice. Alright, what do we do? Let's protect. Why not? See if we can get some information, maybe? I mean, he is paralyzed, so maybe that was pointless. Scary face. Okay. That's okay-ish. How does Ice do against Steel, then? Is that it? Maybe Ice isn't strong against Steel? Yes. Ice is not very effective against Steel. How's Water? Okay. Steel does not resist water. Good. Oh, I see. Steel isn't very effective against water, but it's super effective against ice. So Cloyster being water ice means that it just comes out to nothing. Ah, okay. So my memory was actually on track that Steel's strong against ice. Good. Good to know. Alright, well, for now, let's Surf then. Surf is also a special move, so it'll get past Bisharp's really high special defense. And he can waste all the scary faces he wants on me because he's paralyzed, so I'm always going to go first. Cool! Absolutely perfect. During the battle, Slum evolved as I began to climb the mountain. Wow, cool. You got a Frostmoth. Pokemon that I have never gotten. Alright, that was annoying. From where do you get your power? From my friends and the ones who believe in me. I think is what an anime protagonist is supposed to say. I wouldn't really know. Alright, we'll Super Potion Torrent. Cool. That was a little bit scarier than it had to be, but we survived. We survived. Let's just hope that I can avoid some more trainer fights, though, and not have to go through every single one of them. That would be annoying. It might be that I have to go through a bunch of them, though. We will have to see. All right, so I'm directly above where the optional one was, and yeah, no way up. Okay. So I could just go directly up here. But that seems like a bit of a trap. That's a way to get down. Presumably so I can get back up again. And that's a fight and there's nothing over there. So we're not going over there. I think that this is probably a trap. So let's go over this way. And whee! Oh, another fight. Bollocks. Alright, let's go. Fully evolved team. Nice. Nice. My Pokemon and I will share the joy of defeating you. Alright, geez. Pokemon Ranger Brook. Delphox. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. That's Fire Psychic, isn't it? That's a starter type. A starter Pokemon. Okay. Hang on a second. So, it is Fire Psychic, yep. Stats-wise, 534, pretty decent. High special defense, not as high physical. Gen 6. What do we have? So level 30, so it has Light Screen, Lucky Chant, Fire Spin, and Psybeam. Okay. Which one is Lucky Chance? What does that do? Lucky Chant prevents opponents from landing critical hits. Alright, that's not huge. Light Screen buff makes special attacks do less damage. Double Caesar special when the will double the special defense of any Pokemon, yeah. Okay, so basically try and use physical attacks to beat it. Got it. Fire Spin isn't great, and Psybeam isn't great either. So, yeah, we should be okay with this. I'm especially thinking that we should kind of be able to completely wall it with Firewall. I think. Unless I wanted to go for Sky Ranger. Or I could just stick with Torrent. I could just stick with Torrent, since Torrent is mostly a physical attacker anyway. Okay, let's do that. Let's stick with Torrent. See how well the Zebra does. Use Psybeam. Okay, more damage than I would like. If that crits, I'm screwed. But okay, we know that it's doing Psybeams. I just hint to mountain battling trainers as I go. Alright, we will switch to Firewall. Firewall is dark, isn't it? No, it's rock ground, right. It doesn't become dark until Tyranitar. So that would be Ryuji, but how close are you to leveling up? 3,000. Alright, we'll go to Ryuji. This will only be half experience since Zeb Striker will get the other half. Use Psybeam, but it's not gonna do anything. Alright, and now we can crunch. Nom 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 nom. Goodbye, Delphox. Have fun. Oh yeah, you miss a bit of a major bit. What? Vanillux. Okay, that's not too bad. When I reach the Pokemon Center, I attempt to send Cyril Age back to the professor, but he wishes to stay with me, and I add him as a permanent member of my team. While training, I find an Avalugg and catch it for some reason, which I don't actually know why, but why not? I descend to the mountain, battling trainers as I go. Okay. So, yeah, you're actually able to keep that Pokemon. I honestly didn't know. Alright, what do we do with Vanillux? What do we do with Vanillux? I want to switch Pokemon because, well, for two reasons. Number one, Dragon versus Ice isn't going to go well for the Dragon. But number two, because I want to spread out the EXP. Let's see what moves this thing knows. Is the form... So this is the final form. Learns that by leveling up in Gen 6. So it knows Mirror Shot, which is Steel, interesting. Taunt, Avalanche, and Mist. Mist gets rid of status changes. Avalanche, Taunt, Mirror Shot. So it's probably going to Avalanche, right? It is probably going to Avalanche. I think I should put in Poseidon then. That makes sense in my small brain. That makes quite a bit of sense to me. So we will do that. So, oh, miss. Okay. So it should be 4 times. So like, Cloyster should resist ice to a quarter, shouldn't it? I'm pretty sure. Type effectiveness, resistant to ice to a quarter. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of big. What? When battling face trainers who in-game had level 50 Pokemon I was running level 41 to 52. Battling, switching my Pokemon around and getting to know them, all entering a hard rocky landscape, and catching Brambling, the only Pokemon of mine that didn't evolve, as well as finding a mysterious letter telling me to go to a special lift. Interesting. You have your own little side quest now. Right, so what'll we do now? Vanillux is pure ice, isn't it? I'm 99% sure. Yes. So, water should just do normal damage. So, I mean, it could poison jab, but let's just do surf. That's fine by me. Use taunt. Well, I'm way ahead of you, Vanillux. I'm way ahead of you. Not quite as much as I hoped it would be. Let's poison jab. Hope to proc the poison. Then maybe that'll finish it off. But oh, a crit. Okay. Avalanche. Well, that's 4 times resisted. That's fine. All right. And what do I have the most of? Poison jab. Cool. Do it. Oh, another crit? Oh, does poison jab have like bonus chance to crit? That's pretty awesome if it does. That's a strong move. And now comes the flood of tears of regret. Alright, yeah, you can be emo elsewhere. Don't ever talk to me or my children ever again. So, yes, only Muck is level 34. Everybody else is still fine. That's good. Yeah. I could heal Cloyster up slightly, but nah, it's fine. Alright, and up we go. Going down the lift, I find it leads to a mysterious land, deep under the region, filled with strange Pokemon that looks like ones from our own land. Capturing one of them, Brute Bonnet. Finding another letter telling me to defeat the lizard. Oh shit, you need to fight a Spider-Man villain? That's... I didn't know that Spider-Man was in this game. Well, actually I do. I have Spider-Man. Do you need me to trade you a Galvantula so you can beat the lizard? Maybe. Okay, that doesn't lead anywhere. Let me see. Come on, Oh, I was really hoping I'd be able to get through. I think I'm close to the gym leader now. Okay. To realize our true potential, my Pokemon and I must become connected on an emotional level. Sure, whatever you say, hippie. Twiggy! I like Twiggy. Twiggy sent out Pidgey. Twiggy sent out Pidgey. Well, isn't that just adorable? Go Torrent! I get the feeling that this isn't going to go well for Twiggy's Pidgey. Just, I don't know where I'm getting that idea from, but it's just an idea, you know? Finding the lizard, I battle it with the power of my team, but it quickly defeats most of my Pokemon, only leaving my starter remaining High Jump Kick, the move I used to win my first ever battle. Really? You use High Jump Kick to win your first ever battle with Scorbunny? Drapion! Okay, I don't remember what's up with Drapion, but I know that it is a very good Pokemon. So let's do some research. I think it's Poison Bug, is it? It's Bug. It's Poison Dark. Oh. Type effectiveness, it's only weak to ground. Resists them. Weak to ground. Wow, that's some pretty good type coverage, to be honest. Weak to ground, resists them, and everything else is normal. Huh. Okay. So what can you learn? I want to send out She-Man. No, not She-Man. Firewall. Firewall is my Tyranitar, isn't it? I want to send out Firewall, so can we do that? You're level 31, so you know Hone Claws, Venoshock, Poison Fang, and Bug Bite. How does Bug do against ground again? I don't remember. Very effective. Okay, Bug resists ground, but... Oh, wait. Yeah, no. But offensively, ground and Bug have nothing to do with each other. So, okay, that's fine. Hone Claws is a little scary. Hone Claws is just a little bit scary. Razor uses attack and accuracy. But, should be able to deal with that. Venoshock and Poison Fang are fine. Actually, with Ground Rock, I'm pretty sure that Larvitar would actually 4 times resist them, wouldn't it? Or maybe only 1 times with ground. Type effectiveness. Yeah, 4 times. Wow, okay. So it's just the bug move is a bit of a problem. But this thing isn't even, like stab bug. So it's fine. Finishes Koraidon, and I'm suddenly hit by a very fucking bright light. To be continued. Trainer of the roleplay, continuing in Legends Arceus with a brand new team and a brand new goal. Yay! Patchy, patchy, patchy! Good job. With like anime music and stuff like that, I can see it now. Alright, we're switching to Firewall. And then Firewall should be able to clean this up fairly well, I think. Poison Fang, 4 times resisted. Get out of here. Just don't poison. Critical hit. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Badly poisoned. Oh, is that like Drapion's special thing? That poison becomes badly poisoned? Hang on. Battle Armor or Sniper? Increases critical hit damage by 50%. Oh, shit. Huh. No, that's weird. Hang on a second. It used Poison Fang. Didn't it? Poison Fang... Does Poison Fang badly poison? Oh, it does badly poison! Poison Fang has a 50% chance to badly poison. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Huh. That's actually kind of crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. Shit. So when I said that Poison Jab was just simply better than Poison Fang, I may have just simply been wrong. I'm going to do a season 2, which I'm actually currently playing. Cool. But alright. So this kind of leaves me in an awkward position because Firewall has Dig. Firewall has Dig. He doesn't have Earthquake or anything like that. Do I have... I don't have a Steel type. Yeah, I don't... well, I have She-Man, I suppose, but I don't want to use She-Man. Not unless I absolutely have to. So this... Wait, hang on. So we know that Poison does 1/8. And badly poison double. So this did 14 damage. So next turn, so if I dig, it's going to do 28. Then it's going to do... No, I can't dig. Unless I heal, but it's probably going to Poison Fang again. Unless it goes for the Bug Bite. It could go for the Bug Bite. Wait. Do I not have any... Wait. Oh, Status Restore. Let's Antidote. Why not? Get rid of his poisoning. Okay, so it is going to start using Bug Bites. Yeah, okay, that's perfectly reasonable. And now we can freely dig, unless it... Oh, Venoshock. Oh, doesn't Venoshock do double damage if you're poisoned as well? I mean, it wouldn't really matter since it's 4 times resisted, but still. He's probably going to Hone Claws now, isn't it? Yeah, I knew the little shit was going to do that. That sucks. Attack rolls, accuracy rolls, yeah. I just hope that this kills. It didn't kill. I think it's kind of semi-random what it does, to be honest. That Venoshock made no sense. If it Venoshocks again, then that's not a problem. If it Bug Bites, that could be a very serious problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill it with Rock Slide or Chip Away. Rock Slide probably would kill it. I think Dig is the only way to guarantee kill it. But if it bug bites before it can dig... we'll dig. Come on. Poison Fang, okay. 50-50, please don't poison. It didn't poison! 50-50, nice. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Cool. And... bop. Goodbye, Drapion. So ranked from worst to best Pokemon to use in my team, / captured all the Pokemon will be their final forms besides Bramblin, Cirlage, Cinderace, Combi, Snom, Staraptor, Avalon, Brute, Bonnet, Gogoat, Garganacl. Worst to best? Yeah. Except for Cirlage, whatever it's called. That's a pretty damn... and Cinderace. Those are both really good Pokemon. It looks like you and your Pokemon are even more in tune with one another than my team is. Although they are both fire types, so maybe you don't want them both on the team. Alright, so that was a little bit of an awkward battle. But we managed it. We pulled through. We did the thing. Firewall's 33. So I still don't have anybody at 34 except for She-Man, so that's good. And up we go. Come on, let me up. Let me get to the boss. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to fight any more trainers. Come on. Come on. Stop being ignorant. Okay, nice. All right. Gym leader. Here we are. We can make sure to do rare candies. And our level cap is now 34. That 34? Our level cap is 34. Thank you. Sky Ranger. Let's learn Air Slash. Wait. What? Didn't I already get rid of Air Slash for Fly? I think I did, didn't I? Why'd you want me to learn Air Slash so badly? No, I'm good with Fly. I'm good with Fly. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Oh, I see. Tranquil learned Air Slash, but now Unpheasant can also learn it. Okay, got it. That's fine. Sky Ranger. Ryuji. Poseidon. Firewall. And She-Man, you are already looking pretty. Once learned to move Dark Pulse. Okay, so that's a dark type move. It is special, so I would prefer Crunch. But I probably prefer it over Chip Away, wouldn't I? Special attack 44 versus 73 attack. Maybe I wouldn't prefer Chip Away. So I want to get rid of Sandstorm. Instead of Dig, I want Earthquake. Hang on a second. Let's actually plan these moves. I know that Pupitar and Tyranitar will learn Earthquake just by themselves. So I want Earthquake, a rock type move. Maybe I'll stick with Rock Slide. Maybe I'll go Stone Edge. I don't know. Tyranitar. Wait, what level will you evolve at? 55. Okay. So Pupitar learns Earthquake at 54. It will learn Crunch at 47. So I don't technically need Dark Pulse. It would probably be helpful to have. We are a very long way away until Earthquake, so I probably want to keep Sandstorm for now. But what I probably want to do is get rid of Chip Away. I'll get rid of Dig for Earthquake. Rock Slide, Stone Edge, I don't know. Earthquake. Crunch. And then what? And then what do I want? I could get Brick Break, I suppose. Something like that. Huh. I'm really not sure. I'm really, really not sure. Protect, maybe? It's time to gym. I just want opinions on all the different mons. By the way, most type overlapped weren't used at the same time. Yeah. I don't know, it's a decent team. It's decent enough. Yeah, Go-Goat's pretty funny as well. Staraptor's great. Cinderace, Cyril Age. Yeah. Snom. Yeah, it's a pretty good team. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Stone Edge. I mean, I could also just use Strength, right? I don't have to use Chip Away. But the target set changes don't affect this attack's damage. That's pretty helpful. That is pretty helpful. But then I'd be getting rid of Sandstorm, which I don't want to. Dig, which I want, which I don't want to. Rockslide, which I don't want to. So I guess I think I'd probably prefer Chip Away right now. And then once I get Crunch, I'll swap Chip Away for Crunch. And then when I get my Tyranitar, then maybe I'll swap Sandstorm for Strength or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay. So that is a full team of level 34s. Poseidon could do with a teensy-tiny bit of health. You can have a sweetheart. Poseidon, you're my sweetheart. May as well. Okay, and who do we start off with? I suppose we start off with She-Man. Because of potential minimize strats and stuff like that. You're not going to get a Season 2 until next stream, at least. But I am about to catch my third Mon. Also, may I say, your team is looking great. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I'm very happy with my team. If I lost this run, I'd actually be very, very good. Because with Ryuji and Firewall on the team, those are amazing. And, like, She-Man, Skyranger, Poseidon, Torrent, all of them are very good Pokemon. But, like, these two are kind of irreplaceable, you know? So, if I lost this run, I'd actually be a little bit good. I would have commented more about what was happening, but I had a little bit of a roleplay to unveil. Yeah, fair enough. No worries. Alright, we'll start with She-Man. Yeah. We will start with She-Man. Do I have something to give for... Actually, I do have a soft sand, don't I? I'm pretty sure I have a soft sand. I may have given that to Akito. Do I have something for these two? Let me check real quick. I do not know. Mind Play, Thunderstone. Right, yep. Whipped Dream. This fang gleams a sharp silver and raises the holder's special attack stat. Oh, an item to be held by Clamperl. Right, they're both for Clamperl. Oh, Skyplay. I can give that. I can give that to Skyranger. Sweet. Okay. So I don't have any... I don't have the soft sand. I'm guessing my... I'm guessing Akito still has that. And I don't have anything for electric. Okay. Right. I think we're basically set. We're set. We're good to go. I'll save just in case the power goes out. But yeah. Let's do this, boys. I could give berries. That's a good point. I could give berries. I shouldn't be thing. I shouldn't be too stingy. Cause confusion. It can recover from a burn. Recover from being frozen. Where's the poison one? Right, Pecha Berry. No, not use. Pecha Berry, give that to Firewall. Because if a poison type comes out, I'm more likely to put him in. I'm very likely to put him in. And then I suppose I'll give just an Oran Berry. I'll give that to Torrent. Why not? I was considering the Freeze Berry, but no, that'll do. Alright. Away we go. Please don't have God on your side. I have the power of anime and friendship on my side, but you're not allowed God, I'm afraid. Oh, so you made it. Oh, you've made it clear up here. I'm the gym leader. Ramus is the name. So what do you think, whippersnapper? Did you enjoy the garden playground I made with all these sturdy plants of mine? Their strength is a sign of my strength as a gardener and a gym leader. You sure you're up to facing all that? I might be. We'll see. Versus Ramos. Bat, kill the bat. Meowth. Okay, that's a good start. I can do some minimize strats on that. Very, very easily. Alright. Not even gonna think about it. Not gonna worry too much about it. I'll just start with minimize, and then I'll move into poison gas. Payday. I'm pretty sure that's dark, isn't it? Okay. I'll do one minimize, then I will poison gas. And then I'll do 2 more minimizes. Man, I minimize and this thing wants to screech at me. That's really irritating, actually. Okay, now we can minimize again. Taunt. Okay, glad that avoided. Alright, this thing isn't doing so well on the hitting me front, which I quite like. And one more minimize. Payday, which it hits. Is that a guaranteed hit? Just out of curiosity. Payday. Move. No, it does in fact have an accuracy, but it is just normal. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, now let's kill the cat. Sludge Bomb. Use Taunt. I'm way ahead of you. But I'm glad that missed as well, because I'd probably want to poison whatever comes in next. Alright, so what's going to come in next? Patrat. I think the game may have realized that it's been giving me too many legendaries. So it's like, okay, we should probably chill a little bit. We should probably chill just a little bit. We'll give this one to you for free. It's fine. Okay. That's a bit annoying that it didn't kill outright, but whatever. And I'll use a Mud Bomb as well, just so I can keep the PP up. Oh, okay. Sure. Using a Hyper Potion on a Patrat. I'm okay with this. He's not giving it to the Lugia that's about to be unveiled upon the world. I quite like that. You know, that's nice. Alright, goodbye Patrat. There's level 35. Sweet. Bagon. Okay, that's better. That's a small dragon. It is a dragon, but it's a small dragon. I mean, I don't really need to poison that, I don't think. I think I can just sludge it. I'm pretty sure it's just pure dragon. But it's also pure dragon. These nuts! Alright. She-Man. Oh, Electrike. Alright. Yeah, this guy just has a bunch of first form Pokemon. It's actually kind of hysterical. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually... Yeah, this is funny. Just has nothing but first form Pokemon. Using a Hyper Potion on Pat Rat. I think that might be the first time in Gym Leader history that somebody has resorted to that. Pelipper! Wow, a second form Pokemon! Arceus Dragon type comes out. Yeah, that would be funny, but yeah. Alright, that is a... I know that thing is a tanky beast. It's a tanky buoy. So, we're gonna poison it. I'm not entirely certain. And hey, I worked around the protect as well, which is quite good. Payback. That is dark, isn't it? And it also did very little damage. That's good. Right. Alright, now we Sludge Bomb. I'm not entirely certain what Payback does. Like, does it work like Revenge or something? It could. It's probably going to Protect again, but we'll Sludge Bomb maybe. Or Hyper Potion, one or the other. Either's fine by me. I have to say, even though She-Man is ultra minimized, the she seems to be getting hit quite a bit. Seems to be getting hit an inordinate amount, which I'm not too fond of. Alright, this is looking like the She-Man sweep right here. Send out Slackoth. Not even Slacking, just a measly old Slackoth. Okay, dude. Okay. Well, that's GG, like, seriously. That is just simply GG. Covet. Huh. Oh, Sticky Hold can't be sold. Nice. Fun. Alright, so that should have Truant as well, shouldn't it? So, we'll just Mud Bomb. Oh, okay. That did... Yeah, Truant. That did less than I thought it would, but it's fine. She-Man is holding the thing that boosts poison, and it has poison stab and stuff like that, so it makes sense that the poison move does way more damage than the ground, but still, it did less than I thought. It's just that easy, folks. It's just that easy. You defeated Leader Ramos. You can't take things too quickly when it comes to forming a friendship with your Pokemon Sprout. Alright! And it picked up money. Sweet, GG! You believe in your Pokemon, and they believe in you too. Mighty oaks from acorns grow. Go on then, you've earned it. Here's your own plant badge, Sprout. Yay! We did it! We beat a gym leader! He was the easiest thing in the world ever, but we did it anyway. Huzzah! If you've got yourself a plant badge, then you can use the HM Fly, even when not battling. It's a real boon. Pokemon up to level 60 will listen to you too, easy as falling off a log, even if you got them from a trade. Here, have this too. Might as well make hay while the sun shines, I reckon. Grass Knot. Okie dokie. So if we wanted our Blossom to actually be good, then that's something we could give it. That TM there is for Grass Knot. You can use it to trip your Pokemon up in the grass. The heavier the opponent, the harder it'll fall, and the more it'll hurt. Ain't it a marvel? Frail little blades of grass can break through concrete even. I can't help admiring that strength. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the easy badge. I very much appreciate it. After all of the legendaries that we've had to fight, that's kind of needed. It's necessary, to be perfectly honest. Okay, sweet. Then let's get out of here. Where are we going to go next, though? That is the real question. Oh, we need to go to the power plants. Right, and then we have the Lumios gym. Okay. So that's going to be level cap 37. Level cap 37. Okay. Right. Well, first of all, let's go back to here and heal the mons. Have a mon get killed and send something out, then immediately use payback. Oh, it's like counterable if you kill a mon. Got it. Okay, cool. Yes. So that was just the She-Man sweep right there. That was just, why is Muck a good Pokemon? Well, okay, no, that was realistically, that was the gym trainer just completely fumbling the bag. And just being like, throwing out the worst Pokemon you could possibly imagine. So, that's really what that encounter was. But, fine, whatever. So we want Nidorina to get to level 35, I think. But I quite like Muck, to be perfectly honest with you. I like Muck. Muck is good. Muck is a good Pokemon. So I think we'll stick with Muck, rather than use Nidorina. For now. Later on, that is definitely an option. But for now, we probably want Muck. Galvantula, though, I prefer over Zebstrika, so we'll do that. And then we will basically call it good. So, 9, 6. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I could maybe think about Blossom or something like that. Let me actually take this. Yeah. And I suppose I'll give that to Pupitar. Item. Where is it? No, it's over here, isn't it? Soft sand. Cool. Silver Power, Splash Plate, Amulet Coin, Poison Barb, and Sky Plate. So only Hydreigon doesn't have an item that buffs it. Okay. Oh, and also, one thing that I should do as well is swap you two. Yeah, do that. Cool. What else will we do? I think that's basically it. Let me move you over here since we haven't actually used Unpheasant yet. Let's actually give Unpheasant a go. And yeah, we're basically good for now. Do you know what Rizzler means? Sticking at your gat for the Rizzler. You're so bow. You're so Bibutax. I just wanna be your Shiori. Sorry. Honestly, no, I don't. But I know the song. I know the Bibutax song. And I know the Bibutax song isn't the actual song. The actual song is something completely different. But what does gooning mean? You'll understand when you're older. That's all I'm gonna say there. Hello, clip received. Oh, hey. It's the obviously evil guy.
Professor Sycamore told me you can now wield Mega Evolution. That is truly wonderful. With that power, you can steer your future in a better direction. We can't just cover up the old filth with new filth. I implore you to consider what we need to do to change the world into a new, beautiful world.
Let me guess. Something about strength. Might equals right, and you should always fight for your own happiness rather than somebody else's. Something like that. Rizzler means to basically be able to bag as many women as you want. I know that you're trying for a joke there, She-Man, with the bag as many B as you want, but Jokes like that are all about the delivery and about the timing. In a YouTube comment or in a Twitch comment, it really doesn't work. All right, it makes you seem like not a good person. Okay, I understand that you were just going for the joke. No harm done. No harm meant. So no harm done. It's all good. But who says anything about women nowadays? We impregnate femboys. I mean, yeah, no, easy. That's a good joke. But just so you're aware, for when you go into other people's chats, that can be very much, you know, not good. I was actually just referring to femboys. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll leave you to it then. Right. So we need to go to. How dare you keep us waiting? Just kidding, trainer. We weren't really waiting for you. We were on our way to the power plant at Professor Sycamore's request. But the gate connecting Lumio City to Route 13 has been shut by a mysterious power outage. We have to investigate. Hey, so there's Coastal Callus and Coastal... There's Central Callus and Coastal Callus, right? Can you tell me what comes next? I'm just going to give you the answer. It's Mountain Callus. So I'm going to take this opportunity and power up your Pokédex again. Yay! Mountain Callus Pokédex has been added, and I don't think that means a damn thing, but okay. The Mountain Callus Pokédex has been added to your Pokédex menu. Just happen to check it out, okay? You know, you look different somehow. Your face seems more mature. Haha, just joshing with you. I'll be taking my leave now. Bon voyage. Bye. Alright, power plants. So I think we need to go down this way, don't we? Actually, let's check the map real quick. See what that has to say. I'm pretty sure that the power plant is over here. So yeah, like southwest of us. Okay. Okie dokie. And if I can avoid the dust storms, then I don't necessarily need to fight wild trainer or wild Pokemon. But Sky Ranger should be pretty swift, so I should be able to run away, no problem. I'm kind of tempted to just fly with Sky Ranger and just see what it does. Just to see the damage it outputs, but nah. What the hell? Man, that Venusaur that Venusaur is really going ham, huh? No, nothing there. So if I can avoid trainers and I can avoid dust storms, I should be pretty PogChamp, I believe. And if I could, like, get onto this, there you go. I don't... Oh, okay. I don't know if that's the right way to go or whatever. But it seems like a way to go. Yeah, I definitely went... Oh, damn it. I definitely went the wrong way there. Wild Ludicolo! Interesting. That is also a stone Pokemon. Or, yes, a stone evolution, so... Thank God this area is usually a nightmare because there's two Pokemon that are Arena Trap. Being Duck Trio and Trapinch. Oh, yeah, Arena Trap would be a nightmare. Oh, that's interesting. I need to actually get a certain amount of speed to go over those humps. Huh. Okay. Oh, wait, it's this. That's why I... Okay. Okay. Kind of very lost. Wait. Is the power not getting here? The gate to Lumios won't open. The power plant is running, so what could be going on? Alright. Trainer tips. Great, thanks for that. Oh, not that. Man, the hitbox on those is actually not small. But I'm guessing the thing to the right is the way to get to Lumios. Or maybe what he's guarding is the way to get to Lumios. That's entirely possible too. Oh! Hello. There you go. So that's a flame plate. Alright. Okie dokie. I could technically give that to my Zebstrika, but... Wait, if that's the power plant, how am I... Well, there is this little... Huh. Can I... A pass is needed to unlock this door. Pass, then, is, I suppose, the question. Oh, you little... I think that if it gets within... Oh, Eevee! Hello, Eevee! I think that if it gets within, like all of the squares around you, it's not just the square that you're on, but if it's in any of the squares around you, then it triggers. Okay, so I think I need to go this way somehow. Oh, well, I'm on this now. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm here. And it got me an item. Sunstone! Okay, that's another way to evolve Pokemon. Alright, what else? Oh! Hello. A pass is needed to unlock this door. Well, isn't that just wizard? So where do I find such a pass? Oh, hi! I'm a member of the stylish Team Flare, and I'm gonna win pretty decent defense. I have returned. I was just watching the new Jurassic Park Rebirth trailer. Cancerous tumor T-Rex is basically the summer. Alright, well that's good to know. Right, so what do? We just fly. I think Sky Ranger can beat this Gastrodon. I believe in it. Oh, maybe I should have done something, because I knew that I had Rain then, so I was probably going to do it. I could have quick attacked, I suppose. I would have got a free attack in there. Actually, here's a question. If I quick attack, will it kill it? It might. If so, Sky Ranger took that body slam for no reason. Yeah, okay. Sky Ranger just took a body slam for no apparent reason. Okay, good to know. Emolga? Oh, okay. I think I got Emolga and Dialga mixed up there for a moment. Alright. Okay, hang on a second. Does Emolga have electric type moves? I mean, it is an electric type, but I don't think... Oh, I left the thing up again. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it does. Probably does. So it's 33, so it knows Acrobatics, Electro Ball, Shockwave, Double Team. Oof. It knows Double Team? Okay. That's not great. It's also flying. Actually, well, it knows Acrobatics. But actually, She-Man does, or Firewall does kind of wall it, realistically. So we will go with that. I can't use Dig, but I can use Rock Slide, which, since it's flying, would be super effective. But now it has basically a 50-50 chance of hitting. Hey, it hit! Nice. And there goes Emolga. Sweet. Easy squeezy. And there's the grunt. Nice. You may have beaten me again and again, but like I always say, when I lose, I go in style. Uh-huh, sure you do, buddy. Sure you do. You definitely don't look like a giant wiener right now. And now, I'll stylishly run away. Huh? Where's my power plant blast? Wait, where's my power pant blast? Yep, that's what I said. Oh no, did I drop my power pant blast somewhere? Yes, I'm doing it on purpose now. I know what to do. I make a stylish deduction. I must have dropped it when I was feeling around that boulder 9 steps east of where I'm standing. If I only had a dowsing machine, then I could find it with style. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! Yay! Dowsing machine. How do I use it? There we go. Nice. You can put away the dowsing machine now. No, seriously though, put away the dowsing machine. I can't use my roller skates if I'm using the dowsing machine. And I don't want to go back into the menu because I'm lazy. No! This is the worst of both worlds. Alright, go away, Solosis. I actually really like that Pokemon. It's really weird. The fetus Pokemon. Like, who the hell came up with that? Where is it? Here it is. The power plant store is shut tight. You can't get in from here. Oh, is this only the way out? Okay, fine. Fine, and I'll get rid of that as well. Actually, I'll just use the bicycle. For once. For the first time. Ever. In the history of mankind. I will use a bicycle. Yeah, it's too fast. It's too fast. You just crash into everything. Where is it? Here. You can't get in from... Oh, do I need to go past the guy? Why am I going so slow? Why is that going so slow? Do you need to go past the Team Flare guy? Is that what it is? Oh, Blossom. This is actually only the second Blossom I've seen, and the first one I had to catch. So I think Blossom is actually a pretty rare encounter. Of all the Pokemon I've seen on this route, I wish I had gone for... Why am I going so slowly? Why am I going so slowly? Of all the Pokemon that I've seen on this route, I would have gone for a Solosis. That is a 3-form Psychic type, and it is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. It's defensively made out of paper, but it hits like a freight train. No, but seriously though, why am I going so slowly? Why? Why am I going so slowly? Oh, is it like... What the hell is that? Am I like going against the wind or something like that? Holy! Okay, I would have liked one of these. Never mind. The Solosis can go away. I'd rather have a Togetic. Hell yeah. Does that evolve in this gen? I think it does. Okay, here, this is dumb. Get me off this stupid bicycle. Great. Oh, for... Okay. We'll run then. Fine. I don't know why it's suddenly windy for no reason, but we'll just have to run, won't we? Stupid weather making me walk and run and stuff. Hi. This is stylishly bad. If someone found that, yeah. Hypothetical someone, yeah. I don't get the feeling this guy actually wanted to lose. I pass. Need to unlock this door. Nice. Alright, now we can finally continue onwards. How is my team doing? I think everybody's basically at full health. Yeah, pretty much. Sky Ranger's missing a little bit, but it's not doing too bad. And... Okay. I know that there's no encounters here, but there's also no trainers either. Knock knock, who's there? Knock knock, you who? Knock knock, knock knock. You seriously though, who are you? Only authorized personnel are allowed in here. I guess I'm just gonna have to authorize myself then, won't I? Alright, Toxicroak. Okay. That's a bit of a worry. It is fighting type, isn't it? It is fighting type, so Sky Ranger should be able to deal with it. Yeah, 2 times flying. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar is actually a story about coming out as gay because he came out of his cocoon as a beautiful multicolored butterfly. The food part was representing him. Devouring such as destroying his fears about people judging him for what he wants to have shoved up his ass. That is one way to think about it. If you want to think about it that way. Realistically, though, it does no revenge, so this needs to be a one-hit kill, or things are going to get very bad. Okay, good. Another way to think about it is that it's a child's story about a hungry, hungry caterpillar who wants to eat and then evolve into a butterfly. But you know, maybe I'm just homophobic or something. Who knows? Okay, just fly. Just do it again. Why not? Thankfully, that's a rollout. Oh shit. Thankfully, that is a very easy trainer. I'm getting very lucky on the lack of legends today. Very, very lucky. So I can be very thankful about that. You defeat Team Flare Grunt. I'll ask you again. Just who are you? I don't have to answer because you lost. Now give me your lunch money and go away. In the W battle, you'll have to fight 7 legendaries. Who do you think you are? Team Flare is busy redirecting. The power that's supposed to go to Lumio City, see? Don't get in our way. I guess I'm gonna have to get in your way then, because that sounds bad. That sounds like a bad thing. That also looks like a trainer, so let's not go there. If I can avoid a trainer, I will avoid a trainer. Oh shit, hello.
What do you mean you're here to rescue us? You're just a kid.
And you're the ones who need rescuing, so what does that make you?
That blasted Team Flare. They've come for the sole purpose of stealing the electricity we sent to Lumio City from here.
Space-based photovoltaic power generation. I can't believe this state-of-the-art technology has fallen into the hands of a bunch of villains.
Space-based photovoltaic power generation. That's just a solar farm. That's just solar energy. That's... I have that on the roof of my house. Anyway, it's... okay, let's move on. How about some fresh water? They usually go for 200 per bottle, but just for you, I'll sell them for 300 a pop. Sure. That's a bit of a rip-off, but whatever. Sorry to charge you so much. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I tried to hide in here, but I think I got stuck. Are you sure you're not just peeing or something? Oh, a zap plate. Oh, I can give that to my Zip Striker. Sweet! Sweet! Where is it? Boop. Zap plate. Boosts the power of electric zap moves. Give that to... Oh, I don't actually have Zip Striker anymore. Right, I have Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is using the bug one. I think I would prefer you to have the zap plate. Yes. Unless I wanted to switch over to Zip Strike at some point. Then that's going to be really annoying. But assuming that's not the case, then it's fine. Names for the generations be like Alpha, Millennial, Gen X, Space-Based, Povria, Gen Power. Yeah. Yeah, apparently the newest gen is Gen Alpha. And honestly, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. It's all complete bullshit and made up. How are you doing, my beautiful bird? Okay, let's switch you. And we'll go with... Let's go with Spider-Man. Yeah, we'll do Spider-Man for a little while. Okay. Hello.
Are you trying to play us for a fool, kid? You don't seriously think you can just barge in here and take us all by yourself, do you?
Wow, well, would you happen to believe that's exactly what I think. Hop it. And with Pokemon like that, you're not proving me wrong. That does actually remind me. Do I actually have the ability to use fly outside of gyms? Outside of combat? I genuinely don't know. I might. I'm not sure. It's also very disappointing that that didn't kill, to be honest, but okay. It's fine, it's only a little bit. It's still good, it's still good. It's just a little bit of damage, it's still good, it's still good. Gen Alpha's gonna mate. It's Gen Beta now. None of it matters. Oh, a Golurk. Hello. Alright. That's a big, beefy boy. And a big, beefy problem. It is Rock. Rock Ghost, isn't it? Oh, it's Ground Ghost. So it is weak to Ghost, Water, Grass, Ice, and Dark. So, Cloyster is immediately looking good. It's resistant to Bug. And immune to Electric. Okay. Water, Ice... So, Cloyster and Dark would be... Dark would be Ryuji. Gen 6... So it knows what? Dynamic Punch, Magnitude. Oof, that Dynamic Punch. Magnitude, Mega Punch, and Iron Defense. That's scary. That Dynamic Punch is really, really scary. That Magnitude is nothing to sniff at either. The reason Dynamic Punch is scary is because of Cloyster. Because Cloyster is part ice. So... yeah, it takes 2 times from fighting. So if that hit, it would probably kill him. It would probably just flat out kill him. Yeah. No, nothing special about it. It's just a 50% chance of a shit ton of damage. Chance to confuse, but that doesn't really matter with Cloyster. So, Gen X are all emo, millennials are old. Yeah, that sounds about right. Of course it matters. Depending on your generation, depends on how fucking stupid you are. And the other gimmies, Gen Alphas are morons. Speak brain right terms. No, anybody can be stupid, you know? Einstein was a boomer, remember? Actually, no, Einstein was pre-boomer. So, what does that say? So what's this thing going to do, then? It's probably going to Magnitude, isn't it? Let me just make sure... I think Galvantula is weak, isn't it? I think Galvantula is weak to ground. Weak? No, it's not. Okay. It's weak to rock and fire, which this thing doesn't have either. Mega Punch. It might just Dynamic Punch. I could send in She-Man, but then Magnitude would fuck She-Man. Dynamic Punch would fuck Ryuji. Who else do we have? Poseidon, Dynamic Punch, Firewall, Dynamic Punch, or Magnitude. Sky Ranger... Sky Ranger is actually the only one who isn't fucked by something. And I suppose Spider-Man as well. Talking about fucking right now. Well, it's private, but please stop talking about fucking. And just so you're aware, I'm not jerking off. That sounds like something somebody who was jerking off would say. I'm just saying. It's okay. As long as you're in the comfort of your own home, it's fine. I'm not going to judge. It's fine. I'm totally judging you. No, it's fine. I genuinely don't care. It's fine. So, realistically, The only way that I don't lose a Pokemon here to a random bullshit roll between Magnitude and Dynamic Punch is if I stick with Spider-Man or Sky Ranger. So I think I might have to do that. But the problem is that Spider-Man kind of isn't great against Golurk. Yeah. Bug and Electric are both resisted, which means that Spider-Man can't even... what's it called? Can't even paralyze it. Fighting is weak. So I think that it is not very likely that Golurk would use the fighting type move. So it's probably going to either do the normal or the ground. So I could just trade over to Sky Ranger and hope that he goes for the Magnitude. If he goes for the Magnitude, Sky Ranger will dodge it. And then we can brawl between Sky Ranger and Golurk. That might be the way we have to do this. Yeah. I think this is a really awkward fight. This is a genuinely really awkward fight. I think that might be how we're going to have to play this. Go on in there, Sky Ranger. Give it all you've got, son. Give it all you've got. Now, this thing is super slow, to be fair. Magnitude, nice! Nice, nice, nice. Great dodge. Beautiful dodge. I love that dodge. Wait, what does it... What was the other thing that knows? Dynamic Punch, Magnitude, Mega Punch, and Iron Defense. Right, if it starts setting up Iron Defenses, that would suck. That would really, really suck. So I can't really detect. So I think we just fly. I think we just fly and hope that it doesn't put down Iron Defense. Dynamic Punch, okay. That hits when you're in the air. No! Okay. Okay. Why on earth? Why? Damage dealing fighting type move. Affected by Protect. May affect anyone adjacent to the user. Inflicts damage and has a chance of confusing. Also confuses. Gains a power boost with an Iron Fist. Competition. No. Why? Is it Golurk? Is it specifically to Golurk? He can hit when you're flying? Iron Fist? Causes the power of effective punching moves to increase. Okay, so that includes that includes the thing that you just did. So that's rather irritating as well. What? No, that's bullshit. That is actually bullshit. Fuck. That's bullshit. And Sky Ranger is confused now, so I can't even detect to see what Golurk is going to do. This is fucking awful. This is genuinely awful. I have to switch Sky Ranger. 7 HP. I have to switch, but no matter what I switch into, I'm kind of fucked. It's probably not going to magnitude. It's probably not going to magnitude, right? How much PP does magnitude have? It should have 10, I believe. 30. Okay, never mind. If it's not going to magnitude, then She-Man is on the table for exactly 1 turn. I can send in She-Man, but then it's probably going to magnitude and do a lot of damage. But I could maybe get a poison off. So I should keep track of the dynamic punches as well. So that was 1 dynamic punch. That was 1 dynamic punch. Gains a 20% power boost when used by a Pokemon with Iron Fist, which is something that Golurk has. That should not have hit. That just should not have hit. That's... Oh, this is bad in every way, shape, and form. It's probably not going to magnitude. Poisoning it might be the only option I have. But it's going to do something in order to kill off Sky Ranger. Which is probably not going to be Dynamic Punch, since Dynamic Punch has 50% thing. If I can waste its Dynamic Punches somehow, then that might be an out. Because then all it has is Magnitude and Mega Punch. And then I can put in Poseidon, and he'll be able to... And she'll be able to soak up most of that. As well as Ryuji. That would bring Poseidon and Ryuji onto the table if I can waste all the dynamic punches. But how do I do that when this thing hits for 100 plus bonus from Iron Fist and all that stuff? That's... I think I have to go to She-Man. I think I have to go to She-Man and just hope that it doesn't magnitude. And if it does magnitude, that it doesn't go to 10. Or even close to 10. If it goes to 6. Oh, if it goes to, even if it goes to 6, it's gonna hit Mega Punch. Okay, there's this. That's not Dynamic Punch. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine damage. But now we need to poison. I'm not gonna bother with minimize. Unless it does magnitude, and magnitude doesn't actually do all that much damage. But now it has a ticking clock. Magnitude 5, okay. 103. And 5 went down to 67. Yeah, so... That is 46? No, 36. But that was basically the lowest roll it can get, I think. So it's probably going to magnitude again. It is slow. How does Golurk do against Dark? It is Ghost, so... It is weak to Dark. That is true. So I could send in Ryuji. It's probably going to magnitude again. If I sent in Ryuji, then... Ryuji would be able to dodge the magnitude and then smack back with a crunch. But this thing probably has really good defense as well, doesn't it? No, actually it's not great defense. Not really. But then it's going to Dynamic Punch. And that's where the fun ends. I need to get She-Man out of there. That might be the only way out of this. A free switch into Ryuji on a magnitude plus crunch. It'll have 2 ticks of poison. Not toxic, but poison at least. I really need to get She-Man toxic. If Ryuji went down, dude, I don't even know what I'd do. Okay, we'll send in Ryuji. It does have only a 50-50 chance of hitting Dynamic Punch. Oh, why did you do that? Why did you do that? I think I have to go for the crunch. I think I have to. And just hope that it does something stupid and doesn't Dynamic Punch. Basically, Ryuji survives everything except a hit from Dynamic Punch. So assuming that this entire thing is random, then Golurk has a 1 in 4 chance of hitting Dynamic Punch and a 50% chance of hitting that. So it is a basically 12% chance of Ryuji dying. If he hits a Dynamic Punch, then it's Jover. There is also the chance that Ryuji just kills. That is also a thing. But I think I need to do this. Come on, come on, kill, 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 kill. Come on, yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. That was way too close for comfort, but okay. Golurk isn't a legendary, is it? I'm pretty sure it isn't. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it doesn't even have great stats. It's just a normal Pokemon. It's just a strong Pokemon. Yeah. Alright. Alright, GG. Nice.
I can't believe I lost to some little kid. I must look like such a fool.
You do, but that's mostly because you look like a you look like a red pepper. Okay, that was harrowing, but we managed to survive somehow. Let me see here. Let's go with super potions. Okay, that was so close on Sky Ranger, down to just 7 HP. Man, I did not want it to be that close. Okay. Alright. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Well, could have been bad, but it wasn't. We survived. We saw the outs, we survived. What the hell am I supposed to be doing here?
Hey, stop right there, intruder. I'll warn you now, I can be persistent.
Okay. What? What? Sent out Sylveon! Interesting, fairy type. How does fairy do against bug? I do not remember. Let me see here. Fairy. I think it's like, yeah, weak to poison and steel, right. And it resists bug. Okay. Super effective against fighting, dragon, and dark. So definitely don't put this out. I am... Okay. Just focus on the game. Alright. Sure. I'll make sure to do that. Just because you're beating your meat doesn't mean you have to let me know, She-Man, though. I'm okay with it. But, you know, keep it to yourself. Okay, so She-Man, or Spider-Man is not very good here. Ryuji is absolutely awful. That would be a giant mistake. What does Sylveon know, actually? Sylveon is a strong Pokemon. I should definitely take this seriously. Sylveon. Right. Learn Step by leveling up in Gen 6. Level 34. So we have Light Screen, Misty Terrain, Skill Swap, and Draining Kiss. Okay, so not very good moves at all. Alright, yep. So I am going to go with She-Man, the obvious counter. It is weak to poison, so we poison. And all it has to fight against this is a fairy type move.
special defense, but wait, is Sludge Bomb special? I think it is actually. It's just poison gas. Since it buffed the special defense, may as well. Misty terrain. Yeah, what does that do? Mists swirled about the battlefield. Okay, let me check then. Misty terrain creates terrain that envelops the field and replaces the background environment and any other terrain that is already in effect. Halves the power of dragon type moves. Prevents affected Pokemon from being affected by non-volatile special conditions or status conditions, but does not cure Pokemon already afflicted with one. Nature power becomes Moonblast. Secret power uses the animation of Fairy Wind. Camouflage causes the user to become Fairy type. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. I think it would have stopped Sylveon from being poisoned, but no. No, that didn't matter. Because it was already poisoned. That is super effective. Okay, what does Pixelate do? I have no idea, but I'm going to assume that's not that bad. Okay, just Sludge Bomb again. Just keep on smacking it. Eventually it'll go down. It'll realize the error of its ways. Oh, Draining Kiss, right. It's not going to be very effective, and it's not going to do that much damage. Which means it's not going to do that much healing, but it's still kind of annoying. But the end is inevitable now. Just Mud Bomb. That's all we need. Oh! Alright. Maybe that's not all we need. I didn't realize that that had a chance to miss. Okay. Maybe, is that like a thing about Pixelate or something? It might be. Light screen wore off. Alright, Sludge Bomb then. Cool. GG. Not the best evolution. No, it's gonna die. It is gonna die. That is fine by me. Grew to level 36. I lost some purpose. I'm sure you did, buddy. Keep telling yourself that. And you can tell your mama that when before I come over tonight. No, I'm mad. I told you I was persistent. I refuse to budge from this spot. Not an inch. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what if I come in... What if I go down here and then go back in? Oh. I guess he is persistent. Oh well. Okay, is this like a gauntlet now? Well, it's probably always been a gauntlet technically, but still... A testicle shot breaks. No, that's... No, we won't stoop that low. I refuse to stoop that low. Alright, more of this then, I suppose. Oh, I sure do love me a good happening. I love the feel of accomplishment that comes with overcoming a challenge. I can make sex jokes again. Yay! What stopped you from doing it before? Vigoroth! Alright, does that thing still have Truant? I don't think it does, actually. I think it loses Truant, and then it gains it back when it becomes a Slacking. Oh, for heaven's sake. My keyboard keeps doing letters and stuff twice. It's really annoying. Vital Spirit. Prevents the Pokemon from being afflicted by sleep. Okay, just no sleep. That's fine. I don't have a way of making it sleep, so that's fine. Too busy with your dad. Hey, fair enough. So it's just a normal type. I don't think I have a single fighting type move in my entire team. So let's just Thunder Wave, I think. And we'll just go from there. Use Slash, alright. That's... If that crits, that would actually be really, really bad. Does it know a fighting type move? If it doesn't, then Firewall would be pretty good. But it could know a fighting type move. It is level 32, so it knows Slash, Endure, Fury Swipes, and Uproar. So it does not know a fighting type move. This is a good thing. What is this line from lazy to not lazy to lazy again? The first and last forms, whole ability is not allowing it to go every turn. This one can't sleep because it's so energetic. Where's all the energy go? It goes from lazy kid to a hyperactive teenage fucking deadass no job. Plays Call of Duty at 1 a.m. in the morning, dad. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds biblically accurate to me. I mean, I don't know. I've been lazy my entire life, so I don't understand what Vigoroth's deal is, if I'm perfectly honest. Okay. Now, this is its. This is its first Pokemon, isn't it? So, I want to Sandstorm, but I don't really care. No, let's Sandstorm. It'll do chip damage to Vigoroth as well. Vigoroth used Endure. Well, that's completely useless, so that's good. I'm okay with this. And it'll raise Firewall's special defense as well, and we'll Rock Slide. Fury Swipes, okay. NBD. Now the special defense boost doesn't actually help with Vigoroth. But it might help with the thing that comes in afterwards. Now one thing that I will say is that I know that this thing has Revenge. Don't I know that this thing has Revenge? I think I do know that it has Revenge. It does not have Revenge. Right. Or counters, I think is what I was thinking of. Okay, Rock Slide. Nice! Paralyze. Sweet. Then we can Rock Slide, and then the Sandstorm should chip it, I think. If my math is correct. There it is, and there's the Sandstorm chip. Fantastic! It's fantastic. Yeah. Alright, Spider-Man grew. Nice. Sends out Furfrou. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that's just a normal type. Man, this guy with the normal types. I don't really know anything about this Pokemon, though, if I'm perfectly honest. I have never used this thing in my life. Yeah, just a normal type. Stats-wise, defense 60, special defense 90. Okay, so I actually have a good Pokemon in for this. And let me see here. Gen 6. So it's level 32, so it knows Retaliate, Odor Sleuth, Bite, and Tail Whip. It's shit and looks good with the Egypt style. That's all you need to know. Fair enough. Which was Retaliate? Oh, it's the one where it's double if Pokemon fainted before. Got it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh, it doesn't even know Retaliate. It knows Odor Sleuth, Bite, Tail Whip, and Headbutt. Yeah, it's really not great. Okay, cool. We got this. Let me see. What will I do? I suppose I'll just dig. May as well. Oh, don't flinch, please. Nice. Good. The Sandstorm is helpful, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. It doesn't really help with, that's a bit awkward, though. It doesn't really help with, special defense increase. I'm just stuck on that, you know? It's just such an interesting tidbit that I didn't know for 99.999% of my life, and now suddenly I can't help but think of it. It's just what I'm doing now. I just can't stop thinking about it, man. Tail Whip. Defense fell, okay. Probably not going to matter. It's probably dead before it will. There you go. Cool. GG. Nice job, Firewall. Now you're a trainer who knows how to bring in good happening. The hell is this guy with happenings? That's not how you use that word. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Oh, for heaven's sake. Why are there so many dudes? What is with all the dudes, man? Everywhere you go, it's just dudes. Said the lesbians. Alright. I think, honestly, I should probably switch out of Galvantula. He isn't a great one to start with. Honestly, She-Man's the best starter I have. But, let's switch to Ryuji. We'll give Ryuji a go for a while. And... let me... no. I was gonna put Poseidon up there, but Poseidon has Surf. And Surf hits both. So if there is a thing, a double battle, I'd actually want to pair with Sky Ranger. So Sky Ranger can fly and that thing can surf. Damn it! I was hoping to slip past. Aren't these sunglasses the coolest? I bet you're jealous. Too bad. You can't have them. Dude, I don't want them. They look like shit. Can you even see out of them? It's entirely possible you can't. Aegislash. Alright. So, what's the deal with Ghost and Dark? I think that Dark beats Ghost, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Is the final form of Hone Edge. Oh, okay, so this is the final form. And we saw Doublade before, so I couldn't remember if it was the final form or not. Alright, here, why not? So, just out of curiosity, stats-wise, it has huge defense, but not great attack. Okay, good. Good to know, anyway. Let me see here. So it is weak to ground, ghost, fire, and dark. Resists a lot of stuff. And... so, I'm thinking crunch. Let's see. Ooh. This, okay. So this, no, Sacred Sword, King Shield, Aerial Ace, and Sword Stance. Sword Stance is scary. Aerial Ace isn't great. King Shield? What does that button do? King Shield protects the user from all effects of physical and special moves that target it during the turn it is used. If King Shield blocks an attack that would have made contact with the user, the attacker's attack stat is lowered. Huh. In Gen 6, it is lowered by 2 stages. Ooh. Oh, that is nasty. That is really nasty. If the user goes last in the turn, the move will fail. Okay. So it can only be used by especially fast Pokemon. Just out of curiosity. This is a particularly slow Pokemon, so we probably outspeed it. Alright, that's fine. The real issue, though, is Sacred Sword. No? No, okay, none of that is actually useful. So, that's a... so, Sacred Sword is a pretty high-powered fighting type move, which Ryuji would really, really hate to be hit by. So, I kind of have a choice here. King Shield, Ryuji is going to be faster, he'll outspeed, that's fine. Aerial Ace, small amount of damage, guaranteed to hit, but it's fine. Sword Stance and Sacred Sword are the issue. So, option number 1. I stick with Ryuji. Option number 1 is Ryuji kills and none of this matters. Option number 2, it's Sword Stances, in which case Ryuji will kill it the next turn and none of this matters. Option number 3, Ryuji doesn't kill and it's Sacred Swords, in which case Ryuji is going to take a lot of damage. I don't think it would kill without a crit, but would do a lot of damage. If I switch to another Pokemon, what would I choose? Probably... Yeah, probably She-Man. Yeah, it would be She-Man. I switch to She-Man, and then it's Sword Stances, and then I'm fucked. Then She-Man is probably slower than Aegislash, so King's Shield is now a serious problem. Although She-Man mostly deals with special. It does have Mud Bomb, which I'm pretty sure is special, so maybe King's Shield wouldn't actually be much of a problem. But then it could Sacred Sword, and that wouldn't do very much damage to She-Man. So, either it's Sacred Swords or it's Sword Stances. If it's Sword Stances, I should stay. If it's Sacred Swords, I should switch to She-Man. Would Sacred Sword kill Ryuji? Probably, right? It would probably kill Ryuji. I mean, Aegislash doesn't have very good attack. It's very much a defensive Pokemon, whereas Ryuji has pretty good defense. 61, not as good as I would like, but still. Aegislash is weak to ground, isn't it? I did see that, right? Type effect is... Yeah, weak to ground. Can it no levitate? No, stance change. How do you trigger stance change? Stance change, switch between shield and blade. Is always in shield if it is not blading. Switching or reverses to shield. If shield form uses a damaging move, it changes to blade form immediately before using the move. If blade form uses King's Shield, it changes to shield form. Okay. So what's blade form look like then? Hold on. Oh, blade form has ridiculous attack. And no defense. I see. Okay. So if blade form hits Ryuji with that, then Ryuji's dead. Ryuji's just dead. She-Man, let me double check something. Is Mud Bomb special? Yes, Mud Bomb is special. It's not the best in terms of damage, but it is something. I couldn't Poison Gas, sadly, because it's steel. But I need to get Ryuji out of here. And She-Man is the only thing that She-Man is the only thing that resists fighting. Yeah. We need to go to She-Man. Don't really have a choice. Blade form plus that really high attack fighting move. That's a killer. Sword Stance. Alright, that's kind of the worst case scenario in a way. Rose sharply as well. Okay. We have a time limit. We officially have a time limit. I couldn't minimize myself, but Mud Bomb can lower accuracy as well. So hopefully it lowers accuracy, please. Damn it, didn't. Okay, yeah, this is getting very scary now. Oh, but She-Man does actually outspeed Aegislash, which is good. Come on, lower accuracy, please. Lower accuracy, please. Stance change. Ah. Oh, Aerial Ace. Interesting. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that is bad. Oh, that is bad. That is bad. That is very, very bad. Aerial Ace never misses either. So even lowering accuracy or minimizing wouldn't have helped. Oh, fuck. I'm fucked. I am genuinely fucked. Okay, She-Man, what is your speed? Your speed is 49. Okay, which is probably the lowest in my entire team. 49, yep. 47, Firewall, but okay. Yeah, okay, so Firewall has the lowest with 47, but it's close. So in theory, my entire team outspeeds Aegislash. That is a good thing. What that means is that if I do need to sack somebody, then I can send somebody else in order to finish it off. Poseidon should resist flying, I believe. Cloister. So, type of... Oh, shit. Type effectiveness, yeah. 4 times... No, sorry. Wait, it doesn't resist flying. Ice doesn't resist flying? I thought it did. Balls. Spider-Man. Spider-Man would get 1 shot, but thanks for trying. Aegislash is currently using Aerial Ace, which means that if I send in Spider-Man, it's dead. Ryuji? See, the thing is this. Okay, where is it? Gen 6. So, Swords Dance is out of the picture now. It's already buffed up as much as it... Well, okay, it can do 1 more Swords Dance, but it's probably not going to. King Shield, I think, is out because I think all my Pokemon outspeed it, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. It can Aerial Ace and it can Sacred Sword. So if it continues to Aerial Ace, then I could switch into... What I really cannot have is its Sacred Swording. I just can't do it. Because Sacred Sword will one-shot Poseidon, Firewall, or Ryuji. Firewall or Poseidon, then nice and tanky. Very unlikely the Sky Guy will survive, though. Yeah. The thing is this, though. I cannot guarantee that it's going to Aerial Ace next turn. I just can't. It might Aerial Ace, or it might Sacred Sword. So... I can't send in Spider-Man, because it's probably going to Aerial Ace. Sack, necessary, or unfortunate, but maybe necessary. Yeah, it might be. I can't send in Spider-Man because it's likely going to Aerial Ace again. Honestly, I don't think I can really send in Sky Ranger on anything. It could probably survive an Aerial Ace. Actually, summary. Your defense is 70, yours is 63. Okay, so it could survive an Aerial Ace. But it wouldn't be able to survive a Sacred Sword, I don't think. As long as it's not me. Yeah. A sack might be necessary. If I'm going to sack anybody, it's going to be Poseidon. I was already thinking of doing using Caracosta. It really, really, really sucks that I have to get rid of my ice type. But Spider-Man on Sky Guy. I could maybe sack Spider-Man. But here's the thing. I can maybe sack Spider-Man, but here's the thing. If I send in Poseidon and Aegislash uses Poseidon's just good, that, yeah, but if Aegislash uses Aerial Ace, Poseidon will probably be able to survive it, just because of how ridiculously bulky it is. Then Poseidon might be able to kill the Aegislash. That's the idea anyway. That's an idea anyway. Resists ice. It doesn't resist water. So I can surf. Surf will do quite a bit of damage. She-Man summary, your speed is 49 and Poseidon's is 60, so Poseidon will outspeed. And then it'll be able to do a very good special move to kill it, hopefully. A surf would kill. A surf would kill. If Poseidon survived the first attack, a surf would kill. The thing is, though, that if Aegislash uses Sacred Sword, Poseidon ain't surviving. Poseidon just ain't surviving. Because it's ice, it's weak to fighting types. What we should do is send out something that will guarantee be faster than it. So if it can survive the first hit on the way in, it won't get killed before it can attack. Yeah. I just looked and She-Man, well, Firewall is technically slower than She-Man, but only by 2 points. She-Man is the slowest. She-Man and Firewall are both the slowest on the team. So I don't have to worry about that. But you do make a good point. Is there anything else I can do? I could hope for a crit with She-Man. If Mud Bomb crits, then it would kill, but that's a 1 in 16. That's absolutely awful odds. Sending in Poseidon, it's a 50-50 basically between Aerial Ace and Sacred Sword, so that's already better odds than hoping for a crit. I could send in Sky Ranger, but then if I send in Sky Ranger, I can't really guarantee that it would be able to kill Aegislash, to be honest. I think that Poseidon is the way to go. I think Poseidon might be the way to go. It sucks. It genuinely sucks that I might lose my only ice type. But it's kind of just it's the gamble I have to make, to be honest. I really don't want to lose Firewall or Ryuji, so I don't want to risk them just walking straight into what's it called, a Sacred Sword? Yeah, I can't risk them walking into a Sacred Sword and getting one shot. So I don't want to do either of them. She-Man honestly is too strong. Minimize toxic strats are too good for me to just ignore it. Honestly, I have ways of replacing any of these three: Sky Ranger, Poseidon, or Spider-Man. But of the three, this is the anime moments after Aki Wars. Yeah, I have ways of replacing any of these three, but the difference is that Poseidon, of these three, Poseidon is the only one that I can guarantee will survive Aerial Ace and will also kill. Poseidon is guaranteed to kill Aegislash. I'm 100% certain. Poseidon will kill Aegislash if it survives Aerial Ace. None of these three, I don't think, would survive Sacred Sword. So, either way, I just have to dodge Sacred Sword and hope that Aerial Ace doesn't crit, and hope that I'm right and that I did the calculation correctly and that Poseidon will survive Aerial Ace, because if he doesn't, I might be fucked. Well, no. It should just be once. It should just be one. It should just be one. What's it called? I should just be able to lose one Pokemon. If I just lose one Pokemon, I can send in Ryuji. Ryuji will outspeed and crunch, and then Aegislash is definitely dead. So it should just be one sack if I have to sack anything. Okay. 50-50, boys and girls. Let's give it a try. Good job, She-Man. Come on, come on. Give me Aerial Ace. Give me Aerial Ace. Give me Aerial Ace. Give me Aerial Ace. Give me Aerial... Fantastic! I wasn't expecting that. But okay, I will take it. And... Surf. Stance change. Wait. Okay. King Shield. I thought the King Shield could go second. Okay. Okay. I know what to do. We protect. It's going to Sacred Sword. So we because Poseidon is weak to it and it will just one-shot. So we protect. That gets it out of shield form. Then we surf. And the surf kills when it's not in shield form. Boom. Boom, let's do this. Protect strats. Nice. I've never had to... I don't think I've ever used this properly in my entire life. But hell yeah, that's how it works. Blade form. Aerial Ace. It didn't even go for the fighting type move. That's weird. But okay, now a surf will kill. And now we're just trading back and forth. This might go on for a while. This might just go on for a while. Protect again? I mean, eventually, hopefully, the AI will stop. It'll just cease. King Shield would have failed. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's really, really bad. Does this thing even know Sacred Sword? It hasn't actually used it. It's only used Aerial Ace. I can't protect. And I can't guarantee that it's going to... What's the odds of Protect failing? Let me see. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Protect. Gen 2. Times a half after each use. Gen 6. Times 1/3 after each use. Okay. So, it has a 33% chance of hitting. Of working. Alright. So that's pretty bad odds. That's pretty bad odds. So, it's apparently pretty random. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, me neither. Believe me. So it's pretty random. It fucking tactically... That's ridiculous. It tactically used its Protect move when it knew that I was going to use its Protect move. That's kind of bullshit. I think we need to surf. And hope that it A... uses Aerial Ace, B, doesn't crit, And or C, Surf is able to kill it while it's in shield form. Because I don't actually know when it changes from shield form. Like, will it change to blade mode, I attack, and then it attacks? Or will I attack, it changes to blade form, and then it attacks? I think it's the second one. I think that it will... I think I'll have to attack it in shield form. So, just kind of have to hope that Surf kills, or that it doesn't kill Poseidon in one go. Okay. Okay, it didn't change the blade, so there goes that hope. But it's a kill anyway. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, that was really hard, but it worked out. Swoobat. Alright, and that's basically just a non-thing. Alright, sweet. This can be Aurora Beamed, I think. I think it's dark flying. So, wow, that did actually a lot of damage. Fuck. Why doesn't ice resist flying? I don't know. Alright, Firewall. Switch you in. You do resist flying, and you can absolutely stomp this thing into the ground, probably. Man. Use Attract. Fuck? Seriously? Fell in love? What the fuck? Alright, Rock Slide, come on. Just Rock Slide. What the hell is this thing? This is bullshit. I'm being bullied. Special attack roll sharply, special defense roll sharply. Is in love, but it went through. Nice. That should be dead. It boosted its special defense, but Rock Slide is normal defense, so. Okay. Fuck you, my dude. That was way too hard. The future doesn't look very bright for me. Oh, I wonder if it's because I'm wearing sunglasses. Yeah, you and your damn sunglasses. It's funny, like, that's the second time I've had serious problems with a non-legendary Pokemon. And there was the Golurk, and now there was the Aegislash. It is funny that, like, you just can't really predict what's really going to cause you issues in a run like this. Alright, we'll stick with Ryuji to start. And let's get going. And of course... Oh, that's creepy. The head follows you? That's really creepy. That's genuinely... That's genuinely horrifying. Alright, let's go. Go Team Flare! Go Team Flare! F to the L to the A to the R to the E. Flare! We bring it, you know it. Sure, whatever you say, Pooch. Alright. Solosis, okay. That's... Oh, and it's the only one. Fantastic. Finally an easy one, especially since I have Ryuji out. Get fricked, my dude. Get absolutely fricked on. Alright, woo! Thank you for the easy one. Go Team Flare, go. Go Team Flare. Yeah. Team Flare sucks and you suck for thinking it doesn't. Goodbye. Oh, for fuck's sake. What do I want to do? How about inflicting some serious pain on your Pokemon? Well, at least you are honest about your opinions. Giraffe Rig! Alright, that's a pure Psychic type. Ryuji can absolutely shit all over this. Here's a question. Can Ryuji set up, though? Which I don't know the answer to. Giraffe Rig? It's actually normal Psychic, okay. Well, leveling up Gen 6. The normal doesn't actually matter in any way, shape, or form, I don't believe. Okay, this is kind of all over the place. It's 31, so it knows Assurance, Psybeam, Agility, and Stomp. So, yeah. The answer is yes. Ryuji can, in fact, set up on this. Cool. Focus Energy. Ryuji resists its dark type as well as its psychic type. There's its dark. So it's just Stomp, realistically, that could have done any damage, and it chose not to. So that's very kind of it. You know, it's very kind to choose one of the ones that wouldn't do any damage. You know? Sometimes the AI just throws you a bone. Jirachi! Hello! Alright, well, we couldn't go through another stream without having one of these assholes, huh? We just couldn't do it. Oh, for heaven's sake. My keyboard, I don't know what changed. But just, sometimes it just puts in 2 for no reason. Okay, so it's Steel Psychic. I honestly didn't think that was the case. I thought it was Fairy, but okay. So it's weak to Ground, Ghost, Fire, and Dark. Okay, the Steel didn't get rid of its Dark. That's good. And by leveling up, I should show you. It's level 33, so Rest, Refresh, Psychic, and Helping Hand. So this thing cannot actually do damage to Ryuji. It only knows Psychic, which means it's fucked. Completely and totally fucked. 100 all over. Alright. Cool. Easy myth. You love to see it. Let's do it. Should be a one-shot anyway, so. Oh, it's not. Huh. Used Rest, though. Yeah, it can't actually deal damage to Ryuji, but it can piss me off. It can successfully piss me off. Well, all I need is, like, 2 sleeps. Just 2 turns of sleep, that's it. So, that's not too much to ask for. Actually, just 1 turn. Yeah, just this. There you go. Just 1 turn of sleep. All I need. And then Crunch. Nice. Sweet. And I need to make sure to update the Legends slash Myths to 17. Okay. Alright, level 35. They only succeeded in hurting my Pokemon. Yeah, that's because you suck. And you have a Jirachi, so you have no excuses for sucking. Alright. I'm guessing 1 more trainer and then we'll reach the other side of that guy who's blocking the bridge. They did absolutely nothing to Ryuji. Yep. So, just continue onwards. Hello. You'll not get past me. My pride is enough to keep you at bay. Well, you definitely have an ego issue, I'll give you that. Combuskin! Hello. That's an interesting one. Okay. So, quick question. Can I set up on Combuskin? Probably. If I had to guess. Well, it might have... Yeah, it is a fighting type, actually. Wait, hang on. Never mind. Does it actually know a fighting type move? 31. These are really all over the place. Focus Energy, 7 and 36. Wow. Okay, so... Bulk Up. Sand Attack. 17, 16. So Peck and Double Kick. Bulk Up. I think I'm right there. So right now it doesn't actually know a fire type move, which is kind of funny. But it knows Peck and it knows Double Kick. Okay. It knows Peck and Double Kick. I could maybe. I mean, Ryuji is dark. It knows Double Kick. That's not great. Peck and Double Kick. Well, Peck is a non-issue. I have nothing that's... Oh, I have Spider-Man, actually. Sky Ranger. Sky Ranger could work, yeah. Poseidon can be double-kicked. She-Man is great. Firewall can be double kicked. Let's go with Sky Ranger. Why not? I mean, it might bulk up, which would be very, very bad, but... Oh well, what can you do? You know? Use bulk up, okay. Fair enough. Speed boost. What? Oh shit. Okay. That's a bit dangerous. We'll fly. We fly. We fly these. Hopefully it doesn't bulk up again. Sand attack. Actually, doesn't Sky Ranger have... No. Firo was the one with Keen Eye. But that doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's all good. It's all GG. Shelder. Alright, well, that went downhill really, really quickly. This might know an Ice type move. That's probably why I sent it in. Let's send in Spider-Man to deal with the Shelder. Spider-Man should do pretty well, I think. Unless Ice fucks with it, but I don't think it does. Clamp. Ah, now you see, Clamp will keep Spider-Man in the fight. He won't be able to trade out, will he? So that does kind of suck, but it should still be fine. One Electro Web should do it. Yeah, there you go. I do need Spider-Man to learn Thunderbolt at some point, though. Breloom. That's fighting grass. How does that feel about Bug? I'm sure it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Okay. Just one more, and that is not going to kill. Alright, GG. Nice. I really need to get some more super potions. I've run out. But they're really good for healing between battles. Losing to you doesn't mean anything. My pride remains unscathed. Yeah. So you're basically a normal person on Twitch. Well, a normal person. There are no normal people on Twitch, but you're an average person on Twitch. Great. Good to know. Let me see here. I think I need to use a hyper potion. On Spider-Man. Kind of awkward. When one super potion would have done, but whatever. Okay. Alright, so... Hello. Now I'm mad. I told you I was persistent. I refuse to budge from this spot. Well, seriously? You couldn't just do it for me? Ah, okay, so this could be a double battle. This could very easily be a double battle. Let's switch... No. I could switch She-Man for Sky Ranger. She-Man can double poison, which could be useful. Okay. I will leave this. It's fine. It's fine, right? Probably. Yeah, probably. Right. Okay. Let's do this. How much longer? If you're just interested in the facts, I'd say we already have enough energy to power the device. Good. Let's finish up here and move out. There's still more work to be done. What other work do you mean? Perhaps you mean taking out that annoying little Pokemon trainer over there? What's this? I didn't think anyone remained here after we dealt with the workers. Oh, it's not a double. Okay, it's just one after another. Cool. Alright, one Pokemon. What do you got? Fione. What the hell's that? Wait. Is that another mythic? I honestly don't know. Is it like Manafi? Oh, it is a mythic. Is it not? But can be obtained by breeding Manaphy or another Fione with Ditto. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Manaphy and Fione are kind of like... Due to being a gender unknown, Manaphy's offspring are Fione. Oh! Okay, so Manaphy is like the parent and Fione is like the child. But they're both mythics. Is a member of the Sea Guardians with Manaphy. Oh! A duo of mythical Pokemon. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I should, yeah. So this is, Fione. This is Manaphy. Manaphy can breed, but Fione can't. Manaphy make Fione, which is really confusing and weird. But okay, so it's pure water. Weak to grass and electric. Stats, it sucks. It actually sucks. Actually, I think it's worse than Hydreigon, technically. What do you learn? So 36, so you know Acid Armor, Bubble Beam, Supersonic, and Charm. How does Charm work when... Wait, which one? Lowers the attack stat of the target by 2 stages. Okay. That's kind of annoying, but okay. So I don't want to set up. That's good. What's Acid Armor? Acid Armor increases the user's defense by 2 stages. Right, okay, so it does kind of fuck over Ryuji just a little bit. Although Ryuji does still have Tri-Attack, and I think Dragon Breath, now that I think about it. Alright, so, yeah, Ryuji can deal with this. It's not super clean, but, just out of curiosity, just to make sure, is Dragon Breath and Tri-Attack, or Dragon Pulse and Tri-Attack? Yeah, special and special. Crunch is 80, Dragon Pulse is 85. Oh, so Dragon Pulse is actually stronger now. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not entirely certain which is faster between Fione and Ryuji, but I would be willing to bet anything it's Ryuji. But either way, I'll just use Dragon Pulse. It's fine. No one died, surprising. Also, here we face with the weakest mythical ever. Apparently, yeah. Oh, that did surprisingly little damage. Huh. And the most unneeded, and the most shitty, and the most blue. Yep. Honestly, the weird Fione Manaphy like family tree with Ditto is very strange. So, yeah, it's weird. All right, let's crunch and see if that does more damage. I'm not sure. Oh well, there is also the fact that I think Ryuji is a physical attacker, not just a stats. Yeah, I saw the stats. 80 across the board. It genuinely sucks. Yeah, so Ryuji is probably a physical attacker, so Crunch is probably still slightly stronger. I forgot about that. I forgot to put that into account. But I don't think it's that much of a difference, to be honest. Use Bubble Beam again. Oh, Speed fell. Okay, that's not great. Just out of curiosity, though. Summary, I think it's fairly similar. 86, 96 special. Oh no, it is actually a special attacker. Okay. Oh, stats on screen. Right, forgot. Sorry about that. So Ryuji is actually a special attacker. That's funny. Okay, so Dragon Pulse is definitely stronger than Crunch. Well, it's interesting. Attack harshly fell. That's actually kind of a good thing. If he was confused, that means he would do less damage to himself. But, yeah, didn't matter. Goodbye. Alright, it might be the worst legend. That might be the worst legend I have ever heard of. But we have heard of it. If my analysis is correct, and it always is, this battle is 100% a failure on my part. Yeah, I mean, you brought a legend, or you brought a myth, I brought a pseudo-legend. Yeah, it's kind of your fault, yeah. Scientists, take care of this pesky intruder. It would be my pleasure. Come on, little trainer, let's see what you've got. The whole point of it is you have to breed the Pokemon similar to it. Oh shit, I can actually... Huh. Alright, well then, in that case, let me switch Ryuji, and let's do this fight without having to actually use Ryuji. So that way, I don't have to waste a potion. But also is a little bit of a challenge. No, let's ignore that. And we'll start out with... Poseidon. Actually, we'll start out with Spider... No, we'll start out with Poseidon. I'm okay with starting with Poseidon. Okay, bring it. Allow me to introduce myself, intruder. My name is Aliana. As you can see, I'm one of Team Flare scientists. I'm researching a certain something that you wouldn't understand anyway. Unfortunately for you, I've been charged with the simple task of your elimination. Most ethical, but most mythical can't breathe, but one of them can, and when the egg hatches, you get that Pokemon. Yep, we saw that. Duosion. Okay, I actually wish that I'd kept Ryuji out, because Ryuji would have shit all over this thing. But it's fine, it's fine. I don't think Duosion could actually do anything to Poseidon, so let's just surf. Actually, this thing might have a lot of special defense. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no, it's fine. And it's just gonna Future Sight, which is never going to hit. Goodbye. Cool. Easy peasy. That was an easy little double battle. Well, a pair of battles, I should say. Although the fact that she has a Pokemon like that, it's kind of based, honestly. Like, she's a scientist. That thing is basically an embryo. Imagine close to has a massive scar, like a sword scar and shell face. Yeah, maybe. But he was never hit. He was never actually hit. He was close to being hit, but he was never hit. You're quite strong. Oh yes, very strong indeed. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye and screw you. Well, I certainly didn't expect you to be so interesting. I do hope we can meet again. Bye. Then they ran away like cowards. Oh my. You chased off that mysterious bunch before we could even get here. Why are you wearing masks? Were they always wearing masks? Are they trying to be like a superhero group or something? Well, I guess there's always room for more defenders of Kalos. Let me heal your Pokemon as thanks. Hey, Ryuji, eat them. And then you just see the small little Solosis and what's it called? Fione? Yeah, Fione. The small little Solosis and Fione, and they're just like cuddling together, quivering, as Ryuji just eats them both at the same time. Yeah, that's funny. You and your Pokemon are the ultimate team, no doubt about it. But don't push yourself too hard. Here, take these. Basically, they have superhero personas. Apparently. Am I supposed to not know who they are, then? Thanks to you, the power is back on in Lumio City. Now people can pass through the gate connecting Route 13 to Lumio City again. Well, I think us mysterious people will be off now. I leave before being left. I decide. Au revoir. Alright, so they are supposed to be mysterious people. Great, got it. Is there any items in here or anything? Anything I should know about? No? No. No, no. Okay. Then let's just do a little diggy hole. Oh, you can't use that here. I wanted to dig through the metal beams. Come on. Fine. I guess I'll just walk like a peasant. I do kind of wonder where the other gates lead, though. There were the two other the two other doors that were sealed. I knew he'd save us. Oh, hey, flame charge, nice. I was wondering if these guys would give me anything, but yeah. The more Pokemon use flame charge, the higher its speed will go. Hello. A magnet. All right. Does that boost? Yeah, increase electro-type moves. Nice. Yeah, okay, yeah. Hello. They usually go for 200 per bottle, but just for you, I'll sell them for 100 a pop. Yay, that's a good deal in my book. You have my thanks. I'll sell them for 100 a pop. Yeah, do you know what? Let's just buy a couple of these. By the way, I can only the Pokemon that roleplay, so they're just kind of watching with me. I mean, hey, chill out. You can just chill out with them. Like, get some popcorn or something like that. That works. Alright, I'm very bored. I am very bored, so we'll move on. Hey. Hello. Nope. Okay. Nothing else. I got Flame Charge, though. It's not a very good move. It only deals 50 base damage. But, you know, it's a move. If I ever find a Fire-type Pokemon to give it to, maybe it would be better. But alas, we have no Fire-type Pokemon. We have not a one. Not a one. All we have is a zebra with aspirations. Right. So... Oh. Nope. No! Damn it. Togetic, hello. But if you ever get a fire type, some free stab. Yeah. I should probably go to those buildings and look around inside. But, meh. Oh, shit. Hello. That's a big feller. Isn't he actually in the trailer for ZA, I think? Legend ZA?
The Pokemon, the flower Pokemon, the Pokemon that was given eternal life.
Sounds like a zombie to me, but okay. Alright, ooh. What's over here? Oh, no brick break. Damn it. And now we should be back in Lumio City. Yeah!
Little A! I ran after you like crazy when I spotted you up ahead. Know what? I heard the power's back on here in Lumio City. Some really bad people were stealing electricity from the Kalos power plant, and then somebody came and stopped them. No one knows who, but they must be awesome. Who do you think it was?
It was me!
Whoa, no way! You, Little A! And get this, they're gonna light the tower. Let's go see it, Little A. It's Lumio City's most famous site.
He has a big tie to this region's lore, but unfortunately the third version we were meant to get, Pokemon Z, got scrapped, and they moved on to Pokemon Moon and Sun, basically making this game incomplete. Aww.
This way, straight ahead, you'll run smack into Prism Tower.
Alright. Well, I think that is a pretty good place for us to leave it here for today. Come on, do the... There we go. That'll do. Alright. I wanted a good shot with the tower, but it didn't work out. Alright, that's going to be it for today. So, thank you for coming along, everybody. That was a really fun stream. We had some very, very highs and very, very lows. So, thank you for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you, She-Man, for being here, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again. Everybody else who just popped in, popped out, no matter how long you stayed, I hope you had a blast. And I hope to see you again as well. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitch. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, favorite, ring the bell, and follow. Goodbye, my friend. Next stream, I'll have more Pokemon to tell you about and how I met them and where I ended up after the flash of light. I look forward to it, She-Man. The next stream should be on Thursday, supposing nothing goes wrong. So I'll see you then. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.